Hello, everybody! And welcome to the last blowing of the 2025 calendar year. Yes, it is the December 2025 edition of Low. My name is Kill. Joining alongside me, the probably hated several basketball teams in the past year. It's Topic. How are you doing?
Okay. First off, I want to make a correction. It's the Indiana Pacers that I hate the most. Other than that, I'm doing great. Having a good day, Saturday started off great. Made myself a good breakfast. Now I'm here, feeling great, ready to watch some teams, fight and jockey to get banned from Low Wing.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm actually ready to see which teams that are going to be coming out of this particular edition of Low Ink here, especially with this being the last one of the calendar year. Next month will be the first of 2026, but we're jumping ahead of ourselves here. Topic, why don't we get ourselves started? We got two teams to kick us off for this 2-day event: Reignfall and Brushaholics. Which, by the way, if Brushaholics, the team that is going to be here, Topic, does not dish out brushes, we're gonna have some really quote-unquote kind words we're gonna have to say to them. But these are the two teams that we have. Reignfall, of course, a team I definitely recognize. DHVF especially being one of them. Topic.
Yeah, I know DH. Good friend of mine, goes to Big Dapples, goes to Anarchy Nova as well. I'm like 95% sure that they're a Zap player, and I'm pretty sure Catboy on the side of Rainfall as well plays, I think, Heavy Edit and Explosher. So again, two of those weapons, very good for our first map, Splat Zone Hagglefish, where I think if Catboy decides to go with either one of those weapons, as not NZAP, sorry, with Heavy Edit or Expo, that can do a lot to get their frontliners in. And like you said, I'm excited to see what Brushaholics runs, because if they don't want to brush, I might sue for false advertisement.
You may want to kick them out for false advertisement later down the road, for the most part there. And yes, this is gonna be so much fun to watch watch both of them go. Reignfall, of course, being the team that has been around the Splatoon landscape for quite some time. So ready to see what they can dish out here. About a handful of seconds before we're about to queue in for this first stage here of Hagglefish Market Zones, and I feel like Topic, every team playing in Low Ink will have to inevitably run into Hagglefish Zones once upon a time. So I think to all of us here, I want to see which team will get the better start for this. Should be a few seconds away topic, and I think this will be a fun start to see between these two teams.
I mean, yeah, here we go. Battle time ready. Low Ink December 2025 is officially starting. And like you said, map very, very well known. A very good starter map, like a Final Destination on Smash Bros. Is my comparison I will use. And oh, okay,
Hello.
Brushaholics bringing out the double brush. Okay, I like it. Along with mediocrity or the intent, have that distraction. And then Sean using that expo, I like it. Expo very good at stopping mainly the shot and the zap from advancing forward on this side of Reignfall. Let's see how they're gonna use that. And so far, doing a pretty good job of that, using along with that tent, just forcing their way in and getting a really nice cap first.
Yeah, getting the first cap of the game, and it's a very solid start for them. It's actually a very interesting combination. The vanilla paintbrush, not the weapon I would expect to see the entire time, but I love the 10 umbrella pick, especially especially if you don't need that Zuka. Just use the ink bag and try to take care of all the projectiles being flown at your direction. And so far, they're using that right now, trying to provide a little bit of a defense mechanism, but it is just going to be that 3v4 setup there. Inoki on the flank is being caught off guard because the rest of Brushaholics have all collapsed onto them. And Topic, that was a fantastic hold from Brushaholics to get some more points on the board, and they're still holding onto the zone very well.
Yeah, speaking of that hold, I want to shout out the tent player for just stopping that reef slider in its tracks that Reignfall used to get in along with that vac, so no paint went on the zone, keeping this hood going. Vitolo getting a nice double kill, giving even more points. Now Inoki, they are weak, but you see Reef Slider at the ready, deciding to pop it, is going to get the zone, and thankfully they get that last brush out of their hair. But now, you've seen what Reignfall can, or what Brushaholics can do. You know, with that double brush, you gotta watch your flanks. You gotta make sure that they can't go in. Even if you watch your flanks, they got a tent barreling through mid to stop you.
Yeah, they gotta watch basically both of those brushes. You got the tent that can help provide the shield. I think there's a lot of priority targets that Reignfall has to deal with there. This might have been a bit of a mistimed shark as we saw one of the members of the shot trying to bounce right in, and they're not able to get the zones cap, not able to get a few picks. They just get snuffed out there. Brushaholics, by the way, still deep into Reignfall's base. They're gonna be out of the penalty points here soon. So the focus is everybody needs to stay alive here if you are Reignfall, but they are completely locked out of their base. Sean has no ink left. That's gonna be okay. They can retreat back, but here comes the desperate reslider that is completely canceled. And Topic, that is Brushaholics. They're just clean out the rest of Reignfall there. What a start for them, though. Getting the KO here to kick off Low Ink, and that is going to be game one going to Brushaholics.
I mean, yeah, just very, very nice there, I will say. I want to shout out, again, I believe it was a mediocrity on the tent for not only stopping the Reef Slider twice, having Brushaholics control that court. And not only I want to shout out to Sean as well, especially when they pushed in, when they got to the ramp area and Plat, having Sean up there on tent, I think it's called. I have like 4 different names for it. I say call tent. On tent, making sure that the plat is just painted, and just you're forcing Reignfall to use so many resources to get out of their plat, to get towards their court, that by the time they get to zone, guess what? Double brush, you're dead. So great job from them, and we're gonna see if they can continue that momentum with a very, very different one, I will say, as we go to tower control ship shape.
You know, ship-shaped cargo code tower control is always the map that I've mentioned becomes very snowbally past the first checkpoint. And I think especially the way that Brushaholics plays all around, I wouldn't be stunned. Basically if they want to keep the same double brush. And basically, sub they had the vanilla paintbrush and that ink brush double that has that ultra stamp. They can be very aggressive, be in your face to say the least here for this Brushaholics group. So I think I wouldn't be shocked if they don't make any adjustments. I know for Reignfall, probably caught off guard by how fast they were playing their topic, and I wouldn't be shocked if there are a few adjustments, especially with Reignfall being around and realizing, okay, maybe this team may have something to give.
Yeah, and I think this map in particular will help out Reignfall, because we saw with Hagglefish that first game, mediocrity can just send the tent shield through mid, and Reignfall kind of had to deal with it right? You couldn't really go anywhere else. But with a bit of a bigger map, you can go that far right side. Or yeah, far right side you can drop. Yes, you're at a disadvantage there, but you can go there, get to the bridge and try to affect the tower. But again, like we were talking about earlier, that double brush is gonna be a real thorn in the side of Reignfall. But we're gonna see both these teams are ready and raring to go. From the side of Reignfall, no changes from then. From the side of Brushaholics, going
Hello.
okay, going wow. Okay, hold on. Go a lot of changes. So we went to the Nouveau Paintbrush for missiles, of course. Mediocrity going over to the Winter Rapid. I like it. It's a rapid blaster. It has cooler, very good. And the Horns Dreadringer Crab, very good on this map. I like that as well. And strikes for that GG strikes as well. So I like the changes, honestly.
I wasn't expecting the pretty much the wholesale. Just everybody is gonna be cleared out of the cleared out here. Let's get some fresh new weapons, a line change, if you will, for the weapons from Brushaholics. I fully agree with you. I think these are very solid weapons for the map that we are dealing here, especially with the second kit paintbrush as well. So gonna be curious. I'm gonna be intrigued to see if this cooler and the crab tank, if they get value for the rest of Brushaholics here. Reignfall is gonna try to counter them off, but Brushaholics right away trying to clear out some space for the crew. 220 basically trying to paint with that T-Tech, but they are holding mid just for a little bit longer. Only a minor lead change, only less than a minute into the game. It looks like this is going to be slightly more even, but now it's going to come down to members staying alive here. Reignfall goes 3 down, and top it, this is going to be the first checkpoint being cleared here by Brushaholics.
Yeah, and you see that crab was really helpful. Those strikes fairly helpful for clearing out the grate in front of tower, and now begins the long and arduous trek towards second checkpoint. But with how much of the court that Brushaholics has painted, this could be easy, along with Sean with the crab just raining down all this fire on that left-hand side, able to get to the checkpoint. But DH there doing a great job of just kind of protecting it for now. But it looks like it won't even matter. Just the members of Brushaholics swarming the tower and just making sure they can kind of break through it. They are able to get more points on the board, but you see the defense from Reignfall is starting to show up here. But unfortunately for them, Brushaholics do break through the checkpoint.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate situation here for Reignfall. As you know, they're breaking through that very crucial second checkpoint. Actually, all 3 members trying in a triangle formation, basically surrounding one of the members of Reignfall, has still keeping this tower pretty deep into Reignfall's territory here. But now they're getting cleared out. They lose 3. And it's going to be just Mediocrity just trying to maintain mid for as much as they can, providing the jumps. Demon is just trying to see if they can get the punish, and they will get one with the Bazooka. That's 220 going down, and this might give Reignfall a chance to strike, as we do get to see the Reef Slider being burned. Demon does go down. There are a couple members that have dropped across the board, and they get the trade onto Inoki, and this 2-for-2 trade, if anything, will get Reignfall a chance to breathe here topic, especially with the way that first push went. They were sucked clean in defense for the first half of this game, and now Reignfall has the chance to strike here topic.
I mean, yeah, but speaking of strikes, the strikes are coming out for Brushaholics to just stop that push in its tracks, but not for long. Nice double kill by Demon. The crab, at least getting attention away from the tower for now, is not quite going to be enough. And at the no, hold on, never mind. Inoki, the stealth jump is OP apparently, jumping in, breaking that checkpoint, and getting a couple more picks along the way. And unfortunately for Reignfall, that push will stop, but he did a lot of damage now. But now is the biggest challenge of this map. The gigantic trek between first and second. And with how aggressively Brushaholics has been playing, as you see right here, missiles and strikes as well, just to discombobulate the members of Reignfall, they're not letting up at all.
They're definitely not laying their foot off the gas pedal quite yet, especially have Sean that just popped this crab tank. They're trying to basically push Reignfall back, and they're now dropping down the lower ground to see if they can cover that alleyway there, as it is going to be ship-shape. Cargo's snowballing effect here, especially when you lose the 2 checkpoints. It gives Brushaholics a chance to get to ride that tower all the way home, but they will not be able to do so quite yet. They're going to have to back up here for space. DH is basically lurking on that left-hand side of the map, but so is Brushaholics on the other side, and it looks like one of the members has dropped. That would be Inoki that has gone down, and it is just Mediocrity. Not true to their name. They're definitely playing way above it, playing with the rest of the group here with now 2 specials available. 2 members, by the way, also down on Reignfall here, and topic. It's what's kind of crazy with Brushaholics, even with the first checkpoint being cleared earlier, they're still keeping the foot on the gas pedal. They're not quite done.
I mean, yeah, Mediocrity, another really clutch kill, strikes, and crab as well. But unfortunately for them, they're not able to clear this top right side, which is what you really want to do on this map. So you see, I believe that was Demon there getting 2 down as well. Flank is going to get a 3rd one as well. But now, if you are Reignfall, you have 15 seconds plus overtime to get all the way to 11 points. We have to start somewhere as well as getting through that second checkpoint. Very big. Vitolo on the flank, able to get 1, able to get 2. The distraction's gonna work. It's just Catboy on the tower, just waiting for those jumps. There's Demon coming in, trying to protect it. Another one, DH coming in as well, but they're swarming the tower. DH staying alive somehow, some way, not for long though. And that will be Brushaholics shutting the door on that potential push and winning the set 2-0, but this is play all 3, so Reignfall will have a chance to put some points on the board to help them out.
I like to always call it the salvage game here, Topic. It's better than trying to actually get at least the 2-1 finish there for Reignfall. And I mean, just a son. I was like, is there a chance that DH be able to save that game for the team? But I think when you see that 3-down situation just continue to go out of control and then there, and then they're just having to trying to stagger the jumps just to have a chance at pushing there. It was basically just not enough time left. And as you noted, it is a play all 3. Reignfall will have to play the 3rd stage here, and that is Scorch Gorge Rainmaker, probably an infamous map for some. But I'm gonna be intrigued how Reignfall tries to recover here, because I think Topic, to say the least, to kick off their lowing run, Reignfall I don't think was ready for how Brushaholics was gonna play as a unit.
I mean, yeah, we saw, especially in that second game, it's just how aggressively, especially with the switch over to the Rapid Winter, which I liked from Mediocrity, did help. And I think this will help him as well, since Rainmaker, as we all know, this is a very fast and very in-your-face game mode that could flip momentum in an instant. So I think Switch keeping Mediocrity on the Winter will help out, because you can play much faster than you can with any other backliner. But we're gonna see they're gonna hop straight into this from the side of Reignfall. No changes from them. From the side of okay.
What?
Very different. So you know what? It's Sploosh, it's Rainmaker. I expect nothing less. And Sean, going back over to the Expo, I like it here. You can clear out ramp, you can clear out court really easily here.
You know what's really funny, Topic? I think this might be the first set in a long time that this team just decided to say heck to the weapons each map. Just change the entire lineup, and it has worked out really well for them so far. And as you noted, back on the note here, I absolutely love the Expo on this particular map. It does allow a lot of chance to stabilize, especially with the terrain that this map does offer here. So I think this is a very solid adaptation here. I think I'm gonna, and of course with Sploosh, there, the one with the Ultra Stand, you can continue to be in your face as much as you can. I would love to see how Brushaholics can make this comp work. And so far, Rainmaker was picked up by Reignfall. It has to be retrieved back to their side, and it is going to be Mediocrity immediately picking that up. And you get to see 220 trying to stamp their way forward. That is the elimination of the Catboy, and they take out DHBF on the Ultra Stamp toss. That's 3 members down. That's Brushaholics taking the first checkpoint, and Topic, they're going to see if they can take this one home.
I mean, they're trying to. There's the Reef-Slider, just cancel that and say, hey, no shield for you. But the Inkfact shot will get a second member, and DH just picking up to salvage something, staying alive by the skin of their teeth. You see they're in that do not retreat zone, so that timer will tick even faster for Reignfall, so they had to get it out of court. But look how far up Brushaholics is, just keeping them in their court, wasting time as much as possible, and so far doing a really good job of that. That back will at least stop it for now. Demon with a nice flank, able to get rid of the tent. So now, if you are Reignfall, you gotta respond some way, somehow, but thankfully, you have a lot of time still on that clock.
I mean, time's still very much on their side. It's still it's still the same push. Nevertheless, here 220 just barely missing on the Ultra Stamp toss there. But the thing for Reignfall is they're getting completely pushed back by Brushaholics there with their just constant in-your-face aggression for the most part. They're even singling out other members of Reignfall every time that Reignfall tries to get flanks off, basically trying to look for openings. Brushaholics just has an answer for them each time. Mediocrity and 220 Vitola are basically trying to move right up ahead. Vitola is going to get eliminated there, but here comes that Reef Slider. Wisely, 220 retreats, even though they're stuck into enemy ground. It was basically their only chance to get away from the Reef Slider that was flying right at them. Reignfall at least is holding some ground here. They got to turn this into points, though. Topic, about 2:23 left to go on the clock. And right now, Brushaholics still in very good control.
I mean, yeah, you see them just dropping because they know they're just throwing bodies at the problem. And so far, it's been working out. Reignfall has been able to respond, but not with any points. But Demon with a very, really nice kill. The arc shot geometry's going to work out. 220 on the flanks, not going to get it. And Reignfall will break through that checkpoint. Mediocrity trying to jump in, trying to stall this out for as long as possible. They're going to go down, 2 members down on this side of Brushaholics. But Vitolo says no and shuts it down. But even after that, the court of Brushaholics is painted in Reignfall's colors, so now it's a matter of can they get through this checkpoint. Reef and Zuka coming out, able to only get 1, able to get 2, but unfortunately the Rainmaker going down will put a thorn, or will put a stop to their plans for now.
Yeah, it's only going to put a stop in their plans. Their first checkpoint, by the way, would not get cleared if 220 lands the smooth shot, but it's also a very short-range weapon. It allowed Reignfall a chance to get the first checkpoint and maybe a lot more, but again, Brushaholics is doing a great job fending them off. Now has to rotate it to the other side, and it's giving Brushaholics a chance to see if they can basically corner DH, who's on Rainmaker duty, trying to get them cornered as much as they can, but they did lose 2 members on their own. The Inkfact shot does not land at all, and that is still allowing Reignfall to get the push going, but the question is, how long does this push have? It has 30 seconds left. DH almost going forward, is not going to have the chance to strike. They're getting cut by the Ink.
There it is.
Is this the lead? The answer is no, but there's 3 members.
Wait, wipeout.
Full wipeout. That is a wipeout. That's going to be the lead for sure now. Maybe the KO, not quite, but Topic, things immediately changing here for Reignfall. Yes, they get delayed wipe, but they get the lead in the last 40 seconds.
I mean, yeah, you saw Brushaholics, they bent and bent and bent, and finally their defense, it broke. And now if you are Brushaholics, you will have to go all the way, but you've proven, you've done it before, you can do it again. You pop the vac and the rain to clear out that top right side, to clear out the ramp area. It is going to work for now, as you see the members of Reignfall are all kind of clumped together in that court to stop it, but that's another problem. Rainmaker is there for a reason. 220 with a nice double kill to slow them down. Minoki's the last member up. They're managing to not to get mediocrity here, so no tent. It will be very, very helpful for Reignfall's cause. But now you see that Reef Slider, you see it. I know Brushaholics sees it, and they're just waiting to pop it. They're waiting for them to get a bit too close, push up a bit too far, and just end this game, popping it a little bit early, getting punished right away. 220 just deciding to run it. They are gonna run it, but not run it far enough, and Reignfall will snatch a game from Brushaholics to win game number 3, and at the very least put themselves on the board.
Yeah, a lot of things happening there on that last push. Their Topic is there. I think if I saw with a small glimpse, they only had 3 seconds left to go on that Rainmaker push. It was just basically go, go, go. You got to make something happen, and I don't think there would have been enough distance to cover with the way the ink was basically being put down. So it was kind of a tall order for Brushaholics, but massive props to Reignfall, by the way, at getting some major advantages there. The wipeout at the end to secure it, and the fact that they're able to run that one up the ramp with 40 seconds left. Especially in a map like Scourge Gorge Rainmaker, where, hey, around the game-winning push, let's say around the 20-point remaining mark, is usually where you can probably see the team kind of lay off on the gas pedal there. But, I mean, Reignfall still hold firm. Yeah, it did happen on the 3rd map where the set already lost, but you gotta at least carry that in a gauntlet day 1 where you have to play 6 play all 3s. At least try to build something off of that 3rd map win and see how the rest of the rounds goes for them.
Yeah, you know, there's and thing is, thing in like regular sports, you know, where you know you have some good wins, especially like let's say you have like a lot. The best, okay, I'm a Giants fan. I'm gonna put that. I know, feel bad for me. I don't care, right? Like you always have like some good wins. You know, if you end the season off well, if you don't make the playoffs, just you know you can get right next year. And I think. And kind of a microcosm of that was this set right here, where Reignfall, this was a get-right game. You know, you went down, you fought back, you battled back, and I think that's going to really, really help them going into the rest of this this tourney, because like you said, they have to play 6 play all 3, so they have still a very long way to go.
I mean, as the Vikings fan here,
Okay.
who has to endure a rough season to say the least, it is exactly correct when you're starting off rather slow out of the gate. You're just hoping, okay, you got to build off of each stage of win there here, and hey, that Scorched Rainmaker map, you can probably view it as all right. It was a set loss, but at least we got something out of it, and hey, just continue to build off of that. I know Brushaholics, they'll take that dub. You'll probably have to fine tune some things, maybe go back to the shop, rethink their strategies here for the constant weapon swaps, the line changes, if you will, there for all the hockey fans. So that is that round. That is that round one. Recapping, by the way, I think the group that we have here actually is there are even enough teams for two groups. I think this may be the first in a while. I think someone's gonna tell me here. No, there is only one group. I think it's when was the last time this has happened here? Feels like it's been a long time. What is the producer saying? Because I may have spoke over him. All right, fair enough. So producer. By the way, shout out to Ink Fair here on production today. And yeah, it's been a long time. I was actually, for full disclosure topic, because doing Loinks a lot this past year. Usually there are two groups here,
Mhm.
A and B, and yeah, and so far I think people are celebrating Christmas pretty early because they don't want to deal with because apparently this is the low ink where we don't have much. So just the one group today here. So taking a look at some of the results, so a handful of 3-0s across the board. Notable teams, by the way, that I'm seeing so far. Cowboy Backpop, a team I've definitely seen. Unfortunately, on the losing end of an 0-2, they're on the salvage game as well. But I think topic for this particular low link. I'm sure some teams are trying to celebrate Christmas before playing another low link, but for others, maybe a chance to win the last low link of the year. And I think that's what they're aiming for.
I mean, listen, it. Sorry, I don't blame them. Listen, you want to get yourself right for next year. So why not get low level band and start the next year off on the really high that you can continue to build off of. You know what? I can't blame them.
No, no, I am all for it here, as well. So a few other notable teams here, as I'm quickly just glancing through the um Swiss stages. Auto Express, by the way, is a team that I have definitely seen across the board here in Loink this past year. They got that 2-1 dub, right? Carmessi, Colony, OAR, another team. I think I casted in a day two of one of the months this past year. Or continuing on 3-0. So I think for a lot of these teams that are participating here, especially with the participants they have, this is the chance for them to really strike big, get some more practice in, especially looking to see if they can get that lowing band certificate, probably being shipped in the mail somehow. No, that's not how that actually works. But just run with it for a second. But to me, topic, I think for a lot of the teams, I mean, they are looking to see if they can get that last lowing band of the year, basically, or what I like to also synonymously put it, excuse me, the lowing graduation certificate as well.
Mhm. Like, uh, full transparency, I am a past low ink winner. Back in the day, I say
Back
like
in the
it's
day.
back in the day, 2020. So yeah, I can tell you, it is definitely something that I will remember forever because the months of just practicing, getting these, just climbing the ranks from gamma to beta to alpha to winning is something that I think everyone should need to experience. I think these teams are looking to get that little addition to their resume, as one would say.
Yeah, in addition to the resume, though, I think what's really funny is I know you literally just said that, and unfortunately, the sports pilled brain of mine is like, okay, it's probably college ball. It's college ball, but they're not going to get picked for a tournament in March for a hot second. You
Oh,
can
don't
tell that.
remind
You can
me.
tell that when you can tell today it's been a very sports filled brain for me. So this is kind of how it's going here. Topic.
I mean, listen, it's bowl season in college football. It's bowl season, so I'm happy. My team didn't make it, unfortunately, but I'm happy for the teams that did.
I think one of my teams is playing in a bowl game. I think they're actually out. I think they're going to be playing out west later in the month. So go. Hopefully, if only my alma mater has a Splatoon team in collegiate, that would have been nice. But that's a different problem altogether. There, but yeah, no, it is bowl season for some. I'm sure I'll probably end up tuning into the championship game in like next month, for example. But Yeah, but yeah, topic. You can tell with how sports build brain I have. I'm also just keeping an eye on the matches here. There's still a handful of matches that are still in progress. I take that back. I think all the matches have literally hit the completion, and I think we got enough time here to queue into game number two while things are happening here. Topic. As we do see the two teams here being Voyage and Altruist, by the way, the two team names that we got coming up.
Okay. I will be fully transparent. I am not familiar with a lot of these lower level teams. So, Keon, do you have any insights for me or for the audience here?
The only insight I can give you is the fact that both teams are two 0-1 teams. They have lost their first matchup of the day. It's kind of similar to what we saw with Reignfall earlier. Being on the losing end. Now they're just having to claw their way out of it. In terms of the team itself, we got Voyage, which according to their Sendu bios, actually both teams Sendu bios, we got two European teams, believe it or not. For
Ooh.
this group, so that'll be fun. Altruist, by the way, participating in a collection of at least, to what I see, 5 low this past month. This not past month, 5 this past month. You can tell where I'm going with this. The past year, they're looking to see if they can break through their best result being around the 20th range. So they're looking to see if they can break through with that one. Voyage, the other team here, playing around a handful of tournaments. Last known low ink result was back in August 2025. So they're just trying to see how far they can go as a team. So we got two relatively newish teams out of low level there in terms of results, and just trying to see if they can break through and make it to alpha, or better results for them, and possibly still make it a beta run.
hmm Listen, even if you lose your first set, like we were talking about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
how Rainfall had a get right game. This is these teams get right set. If I could put it,
Oh,
listen. The best way I
I
could put
got
it,
you.
as a sports fan, the Eagles last year started off what, like 0-4. They won the Super Bowl. So even if you lose, a couple games at first, you can always bounce back because everyone knows it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And these teams are looking to at least finish this off with a win.
You know what? That's a very good way to put it. Actually, they're the get right game now onto the get right set here, and actually just trying to be on the board for their first set dub of the day. And exactly to your point, it's also really early too in the lowing Swiss stages as well. You're dealing with multiple rounds of Swiss here, to say the least. Six play all threes. You losing the first set isn't gonna hurt you isn't gonna hurt you too much, but you don't want to be down to what I call the 2 losses or 3 losses that we will see throughout low ink here, because usually when you're hitting 2 or 3, then you're thinking, okay, this might make the difference in brackets. So that is how things are going to be. That's how things are going to be paying off. And for both these teams, again, still trying to see if they can get a really strong run of low ink, even if they don't make alpha. Trying to see if they can get trying to see if they can get a very strong result for them. Gonna be the big thing to talk about here. But this map going to be coming up here. Topic from what we see is the ultimate test of team coordination and seeing how strong you are in your objectives. It's Clan Blitz. It's also
hmm
Umami Ruins Clan Blitz as well. Pretty deceptively small map in terms of the Clan Blitz mode itself with this particular map.
Yeah, and every time I see Clam Blitz Umami, I think of one special in particular. I
Yeah.
think of Crab, because every time, I don't know if it's just you, but every time I play against a Crab on this map, it feels like they always go on top mid. That
Yep.
mid section, very strong spot because you can reach the dome or silo or whatever the round place. You know what I'm talking about. You reach that relatively easily. You can get under basket. You can get behind the block to, because I have a lot of like short range weapons, like a lot of like melee weapons like carbon, like rollers, like blasters, like swords, like to sit behind there. You can get that, and that just gives your team a very very easy way in. So I think I'm not going to predict what these teams won, but I would not be surprised if they ran a crab here because it is very very strong for this map.
I mean, to your point, if one of these teams were to run a crab tank, it should come as no shockers here for either of them. I think exactly to your point. It's actually a really spectacular special for the way for this particular map, let alone the mode that it is in, which is Clan Blitz. Again, the deceptively small map in terms of the distance to the barrier there. So for both these teams, just getting a really strong push, maybe off of these few specials, is gonna matter the most. So we're still waiting for a few folks to hop right in, but this does give me the chance. I say chance here, topic to see how both teams were faring. So I've noted with both the teams here so far in terms of results. So again for Voyage, trying to see if they can break past, trying to see if they can get a really strong result for them. Again, they all have participated in a handful of tournaments since the August 2025 edition of Lowing. Now they're just trying to see how that translates to this particular month. Altruist as well. They did 3 consecutive Lowings, June, July, and August, and the same deal. They just taken a break during the fall season in terms of their results, but now they're getting some really solid, somewhat decent results. So I think for both these teams, I imagine the goal is let's just see if we can get a win against each other and see if we can get a really strong placement at this point.
Yeah, because like you said, I've been looking through their the results as well. You know, the little cursory glance, nothing too deep. And yeah, I think both these teams are looking to break through because I believe, if I recall correctly, Alpha bracket is top 16, correct?
Yeah, believe so. Yep.
Yeah. So if you can get top 16, even if you like kind of wash out at that point, that's a really good placement for anybody's sake. So I think both these teams, like I said earlier, looking for this get right set and looking to kind of carry that momentum further on. Because listen, I think we both know all it only takes one. It takes
Yep.
one good game or one good kill into one good game into one good set into a really good rest of tournaments. So both these teams, like we talked about earlier, they are both 0-1, but that is not an indication that they are down and out. It just means, hey, we gotta work a little bit harder, and both these teams have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
And that's a very good way to put it too. Especially so another interesting thing with this loin, because I'm also trying to pick up the fact that it's one group before we hop in this one. Since we have the one group, top 16 itself, if I do the math, will make it the alpha, and then it will be 17 to 32 will make it the beta. There's no gamma for this particular month, from what I'm noticing here. So again, alpha and beta are the only active brackets. You want to finish into top 32 if you want to continue on to day 2. We are queuing into this particular matchup, which I believe Voyage is going to be on the Bravo side. Alpha side is going to be Altruist. As you take a look at the weapons there, in S 91 in Lowing, always love to see that as well. I want to see if that E leader gets a lot of value on this particular map. That is your longest range weapon on the board. This is already happening pretty fast here, as that's a full wipeout. What this should lead to here, maybe the first push of the game here, is Badui trying to swim up there. One clam short. Now they're tossing it in. There's the first push of the game so far here, Topic. But so far, where is the follow? 2 members have gone down. Rem does get the snipe onto Ju there, but is there going to be anything else? The answer is going to be no. Topic, as fast as this game started, well, it's just a one and done push to start things off.
I mean, yeah, that's never what you want to see if you're the first team attacking, because now you see that Altruist, they have a free power clan basically, and they can get a bigger push, but that hammer is able to shut one member down. Looney going in, getting one, getting two. The panic, I will say, Jet coming out, looking for at least something, able to get this there. Very, very nice, but that leaves the basket open. No, it does not. Closing the gate is going to be, I believe, the end zap there for the side of Altruist, so able to shut that push down and get them back into mid. You see already popping a cooler, trying to just push their advantage as much as possible, but this gives them to be very, very hard for them, because they got to clear out the silo area, which they do with that Booyah Bomb. They got to get past both this mini and the shot, which they managed to do, get 2 of them down as well, but the follow-up is going to be there this time. Oh no, it looks like the follow-up for Altruist is going to be there, able to get to 74, which, yes, it is more than 80, but then again, these smaller pushes, they're just giving the opposing team free power claims to work with, basically.
Oh, exactly correct there. You ideally want to get to a push that is probably right around the 60-point mark, or maybe even more, that to avoid the free clan from making a big difference later on in the matchup. Because yeah, we get to see if Voyage were to capitalize on that, it would be the immediate lead change. So pay close attention to it. They're actually gonna pick up the free clan back at base already, and one of the power clans is gonna be gone. So it's just gonna be the one power clan on both sides here that basically is being dished out, and now we're basically into a fight around across the middle here. The Inkjet almost getting one, but not able to get the value here. But there is going to be the follow-up there. That is going to be Disc going down to Ju there on top of it. It is just two members that have dropped there. Altruist looking to see if they can push their way forward. They actually have two power clans now with the true amount of patience. They have now broken through it. The game broken wide open here. Topic, 23 points remaining. Two members already dropped. They cleared out everybody else. Voyage did at least, but at the cost of a massive lead that is given to Altruist.
I mean, yeah, and you see how quickly that Voyage is going to try to push up here. They have that double splatting, which is very, very interesting, I will say. But unfortunately, it's not going to do a whole lot with the combination of the Squeezer plus the S-Splash just forcing them back. You see Rem managing to escape with their life. Lean's trying to play some defense here, trying to cover this ramp. Is not going to do a whole lot of there. You see a Bleedball playing out as well. Winter is getting a nice pick on the mini, so no hammer you have to worry about for now. And right now, we're going to see if Altruist can't build up a second clan, because they have the space. It's just they don't have a power clan. They do now, but the rest of Voyage is there. They have rain, they have strikes, kind of flood out this area. So you gotta think, was that a bit too late on the side of Altruist here? But unfortunately, I am being proved wrong, as they had two members down immediately.
Yeah, maybe proved down almost instantly there. So you can see just basically moving a little too far up ahead here. It's going to be Winter basically using that Inkjet, but immediately gets popped. And I believe that was Rem that got the snipe onto them and follows it up with a second. So Voyage able to stop what could have been a very impending doom there in terms of another push. Not allowed to materialize, but Voyage then trying to take advantage of this push, advantage of the defense, and they're just getting snuffed out immediately. It's going to have to be the escape here from Benui, as three members all have gone down. It's just now the holding on to the trip strikes for what they can. But, I mean, Topic, the issue right now for Voyage is they gotta get a push to materialize, because right now they just have the free claim at back of base, and it's very much not going to be enough right now. Ultra Sam does take a shack there, but again, there's really no other offense that is left right now other than a couple members dropping. But we might have opened the doors for them. There may be a third pick there, but they are going to have to retreat their Kakarot, immediately returning back. Now maybe something could materialize here for Voyage. Maybe the answer is now.
I mean, yeah, it is now. You see, unfortunately, two are going to go down. Rem's going to be forced to back away, as three members are going to go down for Voyage, and Rem not able to get out with their life. And you got to think these one-off pushes have been kind of a hindrance to Voyage's potential pushes, because they've been getting these one-offs. It feels like they've been kind of stuffed for the most part by Altruist's like all offensive comp. They have that Zuka for the AoE, they have the S-Blast for AoE as well. That's been kind of hindering them for a moment, but the hammer coming out, gonna get one before getting shut down themselves. And if you are Voyage, you have to go now. Rem will, along with a Knot, are just gonna run forward. Rem, a solo mission, not quite able to get it. The S-Blast will shut the door, and Altruist will take game number one after a very not the best start, I will say, going down immediately.
I think it would be best categorized as a slow start, really, for both teams, and then they finally picked everything up with the double power clan push right down the middle there. And Rem, I definitely see what you're trying to do, especially with the low mission there as well. But not only was a lot of things left with very little time left, they also just need a lot more offensive firepower there. And Rem, I gotta give him credit, at least nearly escaping with the E-leader, trying to put down pain on the turf, but ain't gonna be enough of it. Ain't gonna be enough at the end. And Voyage down 1-0. So again, two more maps to go. What next one could be the decider here for Altruist. And for this for this group here, who are now having to play a Mahi Zone's gonna be coming up here. Topic, I think there is some semblance of good things here. It's a fundamentally different mode, going from Clan Blitz, so basically a mode where your focus is teamwork and getting an objective. A few good individual plays in Mahi Zones could make the difference, especially when the map changes past 61 points.
Yeah, especially. And I think when I first saw this, or when I first, we got into the game, I think the biggest hindrance to Altruist really is going to be Rem. with that either if they decide to keep it, of course, because that kind of shuts down your inkjets, right? We saw
Yep.
a couple of really clutch snipes from Rem to kind of slow down Ultras, and the rest of Voyage did manage to what's the word? They did manage to follow up on that really well, but I'm a little bit concerned because even though they did have some good openings, it's just the pressure from the S blast from the jet when Rem's attention was diverted from the Zuka or from the squeezer with Zuka. I feel like if you are Voyage, you're gonna have a really tough time kind of breaking through that. Even if they had that hammer get a couple of really clutch kills, it felt like it was the hammer going in from Looney, and then everyone else was kind of a bit far behind.
See, and I think to your point, you just got to see if the follow-up is going to be there by the end. As you guys are going to see the Inkjet, are they going to keep? They're not going to keep the Iliad, but they are going to keep but they are going to flex over to a different charger here. That is going to just be. I don't think it's the scope variant. It's just your Zeko Firefin charger. Either way, it's the same kit. It is the one with the Ink Ball and the Trip Strikes available. I actually don't mind this pick at all. Iliad would have been just as fine too. So wondering to see how they can get a much better start out of the gate here. Also, Wiper being used, but this start is not going well. That's a delayed wipe to start things off, and they're continuing where they left off last time here. That is Altruist in this case. Topic as Altruist already getting the first zones cap, and they are playing with aggression.
Yeah, look how far up I believe Judd is, just painting up, sharking a little bit, making sure that the members of Voyage cannot drop hammer. I believe will be popped. Not quite able to get a pick there, but you see Reefsider is active, so if they get close to zone, it will auto cap, which would be very big for Voyage. Unfortunately, they're gonna be forced back. Bunny forced to pop Reefsider to stay alive, get canceled almost immediately, and another wipeout on the side of Voyage. And at this point, Altruist, they're just holding. You see how far up you see the S-Blast take advantage of these ledges and just making sure that Voyage can't do a whole lot, but the Zuka combined with the Booyah Bomb will corner the members of Voyage, and that will basically spell the game because Voyage has to go right now, but unfortunately they're a bit too far away from the zone, and that wipeout, masterful, I will say. Using the Booyah Bomb to corner the members of Voyage, and then the Zuka from downtown like Curry,
Yep.
just getting a nice double kill there to kind of end the game.
I'm trying to. I think you're gonna have to keep me honest here. Is this there was no like counter neutral at all from Voyage? I think that was a straight 100-0 push, if
Yes,
I'm not
it was.
mistaken. And if it wasn't, man, that still felt what it was 100-0. That was just an absolute clinic from Altruist. As you noted, the big moments here, great usage of the Booyah Bomb as well, and that was one delayed wipeout into two additional wipeouts. Oh my goodness, Altruist played that spectacularly, and Voyage losing this set, they are gonna have to play the salvage game, but so far in the first two games of the set, Voyage has not fared too well against Altruist right here. There is still definitely a lot of chances. There's still some signs of life, but they gotta get something to materialize, and maybe with a map mode, excuse me, that is a little bit more slower pace. Maybe this is their time to do it. It's Inkblood Art Academy Tower Control topic, and I know the goal, and as noted, I think the goal for Voyage is let's just get a dub here. Let's just see if at least we can finish on 1-1-2 and still try to feel good coming into the third set.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned it before the match started on Mahi. It was kind of snowbally after the water level drops. So I think that just not being there will help Voyage there. But I think again having a better start, because they got wiped out instantly. I think it was 20 seconds, I want to say, that they got wiped out, and then shout out to Altruist. They took full advantage of it and went. They just kept up the pressure, and every time Voyage tried to go off to the sides, guess what? A member was there to shut that down. So I think if you are Voyage here, your best bet is just play, I guess, not slow at the start, but play a bit careful and try to make Altruist make the first mistake. I think that's your biggest plan, because if they go one down, then you can take full advantage of that, especially if you get their S blast down, or if you get I believe their squeezer down first.
Yep.
That's a lot of momentum to help you kind of get past, especially that first checkpoint. That's gonna be a real hard one to get through, especially since since Altruist will have that Booyah Bomb to work with.
And exactly your point. I think exactly to your point. Excuse me. Voyage does need to focus a lot on their priority targets that they need to eliminate. I think a lot of thorns on their sides, especially the Squeezer, has been a problem. Oh, this is a screen Squeezer that is making an appearance, a very rare cameo appearance. In general, that is that foil squeeze, the auto bomb screen making a grand appearance. Judd, by the way, switching over to the Frozen Bro, one with the 10 of missiles as well, but the other two weapons remain the same. Rem with the E leader. There is also a switch over to the Mint Decaf as well, and the sloshing machine making a grand return on top of it too. So for Voyage, 3 out of 4 weapons being swapped is swapped. How do you deal with it? So far, they're gonna need a little bit more time. Already here, Topic, just like the last game, already an immediate 3 down, and Shaq with the S-Blast gets one more big onto this, and then there are 2 other members that have fallen suit on top of it, and that's the first checkpoint. This could even be the second checkpoint cleared, especially with the way the respawns are happening.
I mean, look at this. Not even in the bats. Don't even think about it. That second checkpoint, gone. Luna down, or Looney down. There it is. Kakarot is still up here on badge. He just wants something you really need to hold. He's going to get past his first or the second and potentially get to this third checkpoint, which they're going to do like it's absolutely nothing. Booyah Bomb to flood out the members of Voyage is going to work out. Wintries is just sitting there and playing patty cake basically with the Chargers, trying to stay alive. Is going to make it out with their life. And so far, Altruist have been so aggressive, so smart with their plays, as we see even right there, Kakarot in the back lines getting a nice pick there. The push, however, is still going. Yes, without getting any additional points, but just keeping up so much pressure, so much paint on the side of Voyage is going to help here. The screen just to disorientate the members of Voyage is going to help a little bit more as well. And it looks like Looney not quite able to get the pick as well in the back line. So we see this at the top of your screen getting a pick, forcing themselves to jump out to help on bats, as Bunny, I think, is able to get the kill. And now Voyage just trying to respond as best they can, because for now Altruist has been in complete control of this game for the last 2 minutes.
This is kind of like the equivalent of almost a 20-0 run in basketball here, Topic, the way this game has gone. This is basically just pure dominance from Altruist all around. The 3 down start, and then get snowballed into yet another 3 down as Jack immediately got that S-Blast with a single pick, and then the rest of the team following suit. Voyage is just completely quartered right now. Maybe the chance to possibly breathe, but right now it's only Rem staying alive once again. Judd and Winters is still kind of lurking around right now. As you can see, they are going to get cornered there, excuse me. Judd is the one that gets the pick, and maybe a chance to breathe as a trade does happen. It's 3 down. Kakarot is just going to escape with their lives. What feels like the first time in this third map here, Topic, Voyage has a chance to breathe and get something to work with. But again, it is just 94 points cashed in. They have a tall mountain to climb, as they have to clear the 3 checkpoints just to get the lead. Maybe this is their time to do it here, Topic.
I mean, yeah, like you said, they have a long way to go. They got 2 members down, but you see Shaq there by the tower on the tree, just staying alive, getting help to get Bunny down as well. Looney will clean up the kill, but they're going to be the last member remaining, just trying to do what they can to stay alive, popping the bubble to extend their life just a little bit longer, but not much is going to come out of that. And like, we're back into a situation where nice snipe there. If you are Voyage, you have to be very, very aware and careful of this aggressive front from the members of Altruist. You have to worry about S-Blast. You have to worry about the Fro Pro and those missiles causing damage. You have to worry about, heck, even Wintris on the jet just getting a lot of damage on people. It would have get a kill as well. And I feel like we've been saying this time and time again. It's just Voyage going 3 down continuously is what's really hurting them.
I mean, the biggest problem they're having to deal with right now is just Shaq on this S-Blast. You can see Shaq, they're already on their own, just trying to pressure them out, and Voyage just not able to punish Shaq whenever this happens, because we see time and time again just 3 members crowding around the tower, and Shaq just on the other side still poking with range, using that Booyah Bomb to great effect, and it's causing Voyage to be backed out entirely here. We're about 47 seconds and still counting down, and there's the Shaq still alive. Gets a pick on the okay, we see there's Shaq. Or is there gonna get the second? Okay. Yes, there is. Maybe the third. Is the third gonna happen here on this board with the assistance? The answer is yes. That's a trip. triple there from Shaq. It is an absolute clink being dished out here by Altruist, and as we do get to see 4 members just run around the tower, this is just going to require several miracles here from Voyage to return back on this one. 19 seconds left to go, Topic, and I think it's safe to say Altruist is still trying to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
I mean, yeah, if you can just keep the tower on Voyage's side, you're taking a lot of time and space away from them. The Jet, able to get a really clutch double kill. Bunny trying to stay alive. They're going to be the last one effectively to get that tower, but GG Booyah from Shaq will say no and will close the door on a very, very dominant 3-0 win from Altruist. And wow. What a second and third game from them. How good was that?
That was spectacular, honestly. 2-2 was just pure dominance from the start. And I know with the first map being Umami Ruins Clan, but the pacing is a little bit different. That you could say the pace of play feels very different there. Voyage gets the one and done, and it definitely looked like Ultras was kind of on the struggle bus, just trying to get additional pushes in, but they were able to close that one home. Completely different team from games 2 and 3. Then you get Shaq set up in ways where they can still poke from range and absolutely punish Voyage there, and Voyage just kept running into the amount of shots as Shaq was dishing out, and then all 3 of the other members, while Shaq is distracted him, all 3 of the other members cleans out the rest of Voyage, and Voyage just had no answer for a strong group that has their coordination on top, and that's Ultras at least getting the dub to start off Low again. Voyage down to 0-2 and still trying to look for their first set dub here in Low Ink.
Yeah, unfortunate for Voyage, but hey, listen, even though you are a little bit down, you can still kind of fight back, get to that 4-2 record, which is, I believe, good enough for beta or
in most
Gamma.
cases.
Yeah,
there is actually no, so because of the fact that we don't that the signs were condensed to one group, if I'm not mistaken, there's only alpha and beta for this particular month. Yep,
really?
here. Yep, it is very ultra confirmed. Yeah, again, it's been a while actually that we have seen that we have seen basically no gamma. I think it's pure alpha, pure beta from the start, one group here as well. So it's basically you got to finish top 32 to make it to the second day. Top 16 gets you into alpha. So that's kind of what we were seeing here. But it also particular game, and it kind of illustrates how things can be with any team playing in Lowing stylistically. Are you going to run into someone that you match up well against, or is this just a major disadvantage? You're just trying to see if you can get out of it too. So I mean, but I mean, for that round 2, that was the ultimate set dub that Altruist needed to win, as you know, to get right set for them to get themselves back on top of it. And so hey, for Voyage, just look for recovery, and I think for the teams that are stuck in the with an 0-2 start, just trying to see what they can do to stay alive and probably play for a spot on the second day.
Yeah, and we're talking about we were mentioning get right set, so a little bit of so look at the overall bracket. We actually see Reignfall, who did lose that first set on stream. They got their get right set, winning in 3-0 versus For Honor. So hey, listen, like I said earlier, it takes one game, one set, one round, one run, you got it. So that's really good for them.
Hey, exactly. That was the Rainfall off of that, off of the set loss, but at least winning that game 3. Then an absolute recovery, taking out For Honor in that 3 set as well. I also do see another set that was active. Actually, I don't even know if this player is particularly playing there. I do see Ascension Rise making their appearance in Lowing. They're actually with the 2-0 record here as well. And I'm sure people who are familiar with Rocket's team here, Ascension Rise, they make an appearance. And hey, 2-0 for them is solid. Rocket, from what we see, not playing with this team today in the previous two sets. So maybe that might be the case for the rest of them. But looks like the picture is starting to become a little clear with the teams that are entering with the 2-0 here topic. And I'm gonna be intrigued to see how this third round does pan out and where the records really basically stand for a lot of teams just trying to vie for a day two spot.
Yeah, because we see right here that all of round two is finished. So with that, I believe it is what, fifth? Hold on, let me count real quick.
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 14 2-0 teams. So, everyone knows that's not going to last forever. So,
Yeah.
all you can do is just fight the people ahead of you or fight the people you're fighting and just continue to do your best to win. And if you keep winning, you'll keep getting alpha brackets. So we're just gonna see what these teams or who these teams draw in round three, which should start relatively soon. As I say that, there it is. Round three is live.
Yeah, now the teams are gonna get a clear picture of where they stand and where round three is for the group. And while we're waiting for the game that we're gonna get here, it does lend an interesting thought because I think because again it's uncharted territory for this particular loading. Again, it's been a while since we have to see no gamma bracket here for the group. Is where do you stand here? Now you're gonna get that mishmash of the one ones here that are barely cutting into beta bracket sides. So I think when the sets progress throughout day one, we will get that clear picture of all right, how many losses will needed to happen to get to beta bracket, let alone the tiebreakers, which that will be an adventure to say the least. Their
Mhm.
topic. What teams make it to beta, and then you also have to look at the teams that basically have a solid winning record here, like around the 4-2-5-1s or even the 6-0s as well. See where they particularly stand, and I think the more we get to see this day one progress, I think we're gonna get that clearer picture sooner rather than later. And I think right now that you mentioned that round three is live, we got our matchup to deal with. And these are two teams with relatively large rosters, I like to say. Trailing Dreams versus the Night Logic being our matchup here. And while I give you some time here, let's take a look at where the record stands. Night Logic at the 0-2 spot. I think Trailing Dreams is also the same. 2-2 teams. Topic for the set on stream. It's yet another get right set for both teams.
Yeah. Now the situation is a little bit more I don't say a little bit more daring. I don't know the right word to put there.
Rough or dire, I
Yeah,
guess.
I would say yeah, it's a little bit more dire because to get to heck, even to get to beta bracket, you need what, 4-2 record. I
Your
don't
best chance.
Yeah, your best chance, and you won't know how tiebreakers are gonna, settle between everything. So that's gonna be a very, very challenging. Heck, you talk about football. We're talking about college football earlier. We saw tiebreakers. If you watched the ACC championship, Duke got in at 7-5 because of tiebreakers. Don't ask me how. I don't. Not my problem. Not my situation. They them do them. But yeah, so tiebreakers may be your best friend or worst enemy. So at this point for both these teams, all you can do is win. Like, no matter what. I know I've been hammering this point home this entire time, but you can only control what's in your possession. You can only the only thing you can do, beat teams in front of you, and both these teams are going to try to do that. Get a win in that set win column, and maybe start their path towards making a bracket. But of course, every good story starts at the beginning, and the beginning for this one will be one of my favorites. Honestly, I like this one. Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway.
Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway is almost the map that will always get airtime in Rainmaker. You always gotta love it. here, and I've started to slowly but surely warm up to this map. I know people will talk about from eons ago here topic about the uninkable area now being inkable on the left hand side. I get to, sometimes people still always note that each go around. So I think for both teams, I think you mentioned before the start always mattering here. I think for both teams at this point, especially with where the records is the 0-2 and trying to build your way up to hopefully 4 straight wins for them. It also this start will give you the cushion that you need, especially in a play all three set. It gives you the margin error that you need, and to speak on the other side, if on the losing end of it, that your margin error becomes razor thin, especially with how competitive each of these games can go. So, I think for both teams, focus is win that first stage and just see where you can build off of that.
Yeah, and what a first stage, like you said. I've always liked this one because I think it's I won't say it's like fairly common to agree. I don't know, but Keon, I want your opinion on this. I think this is one of the best Rainmaker maps in the game. Personally, what?
Easily.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Thank you.
that's that easily.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I like it because I think the main reason why is because how quickly you can just change courses, right? Like
Yes.
let's say you get a wipeout. When you get a wipeout, they like to go the right hand side. That quick checkpoint, that quick points, you break it, you're good. And then if when the enemy team respawns, you can then elect to take it far left and just milk the clock and have this very very not stally because that elbow kind of stally because that elbow it can get very stally, but have that kind of slower, that kind of make the enemy team make a mistake, make them come to us kind of approach. And I like that about this one.
It's actually kind of funny because I think this is probably one of the few strategical maps here in Undertow in Rainmaker that we have in this particular map as we're about to load right in here relatively soon because you have the option of do we want to go for the quick cap on the right hand side or do we want to go
up and how fast they can change the momentum of this game. But even if you do, you have to at least contest mid, because look at this right now. It's all orange. Left side and right side. Alex getting a Rainmaker, though, is going to help out. But still, mid is completely in the favor of Night Logic. So they can just paint up, get a couple specials, and just run this, really.
Yeah, and exactly to your point, as you know, the specials need to be built up there. Now you got to see if you can get the rush onto mid. There's still plenty of time. You have no checkpoint to ever so to work off of, as you do get to see the Ultra Stamp being tossed right in. Doesn't land anybody else, as we do get to see 15 seconds left to go on the clock here. Rock is throwing out this Rainmaker shot, and it actually lands onto Ice Spice there as well. 49 seconds were left on the Rainmaker hole, but with the 3-member down situation, Atlas is going to get the wipeout. That's going to be it here, as now they're the only member thinking of this Rainmaker. Atlas is just celebrating there, as the respawns weren't going to favor them at all. What a nice rebound there from Trailing Dreams, despite the Soul Star and Night Logic getting the good advantage on offense. Now they were like, all right, forget that idea. Let's go right side, get the push in. That's gonna be game one over the Trailing Dreams. Night Logic was also close to on several occasions.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Atlas specifically, because through that entire game, it felt like they were the ones being that engager. They were the ones that were forcing these fights. And while early on, the Night Logic did a really, really good job of shutting them down, because I think they were the first ones to go down. Anytime they try to go for a flank, guess what? They were shut down. Anytime they tried to pop Freesider, everyone moved away and then collapsed on it after. But all it took, once that wipeout happened, and once Trailing Dreams got to the checkpoints, you know what happened? Atlas, they got into the base, caused a distraction, and that allowed the rest of Trailing Dreams to get points, to get to that 37 mark, which Night Logic could not break past. So shout out to them. But we're gonna see, can they continue this? Because honestly, I like the blue dapples here on our second map mode, Clan Blitz Museum. You have that way of clearing out plat. You have that way of getting up that ramp. You have that way of getting that right side cleared as well. So I think they stick with it. Honestly, I see very little changes from either side here.
This is probably the solid map to have those blue dapples. The Reef started providing several opportunities. So wouldn't be shocked if we get to see little adjustments. I am fully aware from what I'm seeing here. There might have been a substitution from the Night Logic here. So if anything, there might be a singular. Maybe there may be a few changes to their comp, dynamically speaking, too. So wondering what Night Logic wants to dish out here. Other side as well, I wouldn't be shocked that Trailing Dreams should stick to what worked best for them. Even if they had the slow start, their defense pretty much struck gold in Undertow Rainmaker, and they basically were able to build off of that into something special. So I think for the Night Logic, how do you rebound in a mode where basically now the focus is your team coordination and seeing how you can get that push onto enemy base here, as we're about to load into this Clan Blitz map. Again, Trailing Dreams need one more stage win in order to get the dub. Earth is dishing out your Nautilus. That's the one with the triple splashdown as well. Pencil and S+91 making its grand appearance to kick off Museum Clan Blitz here, Topic.
I'm not surprised. Like the top of your screen, 2 flanks I am surprised about, but I'm not surprised with how Trailing Dreams decided to open this game very aggressive on that right-hand side or left-hand side, causing a distraction. Unfortunately, one member is going to go down. That will be Atlas, their dapples, but all these members clumped together, great for missiles. You saw right there, unfortunately, no one's going to go down. Instead, Mr. Charbon going down, the Earth's not there. So really quickly, Night Logic has been able to rebound here from a really disadvantageous start, but it's just been fighting back all the time. It feels like everyone is going at least one member down. There's a jumper coming as well, going 2 down thanks to Earth Nautilus. And now if you are Trailing Dreams, you're going to be backed up on your plat. But thankfully, this is Museum. That ramp is notoriously hard to go up if you don't have at least one special to kind of break through.
Exact point. But right away, that's the wipeouts to get things started. The Night Logic managed to find a way to breach through, as everybody else is now swimming up there. Now they're just trying to throw clamps into this basket. There are 3 small clamps available. Silver immediately throwing 2 more in. It's down to the 62 points remaining. 3 members immediately drop. Jason does get a few more clamps. The wipeout is there, but the damage already done. Topic 3 minutes and 40 seconds into this matchup. Night Logic has a great response to start. They're also past the 60-point threshold. Now the free clan coming in for Trailing Dreams, but a lot to basically digest with that push. One member already snuck in. Rest of the team able to follow suit, and it just led to a push that got them pretty close.
I mean, but we've seen this before with the last game. A Night Logic, very, very good start. One wipeout, flipped it entirely in the favor of Trailing Dreams. It looks like Night Logic kind of learning from their mistake last time and just surrounding that ball, waiting for it to break, which it's going to do. So now, if you are Trailing Dreams, you have to find a way, and you have to try to find those nice picks, find those just clean picks, and make sure that you can get Atlas in. That's their biggest goal here. Once Atlas got in and got a double kill last game, that's what started. That was the kind of the starting engine for that push. So you're trying to do that same thing once again, but these flanks and Earth, a nice one onto the pencil there, getting to the splashdown will not confirm the pick. Very, very clutch there, just staying alive. And if you see right here, the Night Logic just making sure they have this right side of the map painted in their colors.
And I'm also paying attention to how this push is also materializing there, as well as you noted, there's still a lot of orange ink down on the turf here for the Night Logic, still having some great control of this game. Where's the chance for Trailing Dreams to go there as Atlas just runs over Silver with that Reef Slider? Maybe the door could be open here to start, but Atlas does trade with their lives. Booyah Bomb, 10 of missiles all used, but not enough purple ink past mid, and this is just only going to slow this, so this is not going to quite materialize the way I'd imagine Trailing Dreams wanted to make this one count. Tensel's going to drop as all Ice Spice has to retreat. Chibu using this Ultra Stamp, see if they can stamp their way through. 3 members have gone down, and this is going to be the push that kicks things off. Yet another wipeout on the board. They're past the penalty points. Now this is going to be a bigger deficit here for Trailing Dreams, a bigger lead even for the Night Logic. Now a handful of clams in, they go 3 down. Jason just has to escape with their lives, but the lead just got even bigger here, Topic, as they cash in on even more points.
Yeah, the chasm between these two teams is starting to appear impassable for Trailing Dreams, but you always gotta remember, things can switch in instant. Yes, it's not Rainmaker, it's not gonna be that fast, but Atlas just says, hey, I'm playing fast, that's what we're gonna do. Not quite able to confirm the second kill. Missiles, though, are not gonna help as well. The splashdown from Earth, staying alive, help them stay alive, get, 2 members down, and the Night Logic not missing a beat, just getting right back to fly. You see Chipu in another one, just making sure they can get that nice snipe there. You know what? Wiper is a sniper, that's why they rhyme. And now we're gonna see if the Night Logic can capitalize on that. They're not quite able to, just Silver remaining, going to get that score and go down. Unfortunately for them, no follow-up, so that means now if you're Trailing Dreams, you have 2 power claims to work with, and you have a little bit of momentum, but can you put it all together is a question that needs to be answered.
You know what's even crazier is that could have been the most devastating push that the Night Logic could have dished out. That was 3 power claims, and they could only cash in on 1 and not break through the penalty points. So you got 3 power claims, and no, there is no penalty points left because they haven't gotten a push in, so they are able to win a fight here. That is going to matter the most as we're down to the 8 seconds left here. Atlas and the crew needs to happen here. The Night Logic goes 2 down. This could be huge as Ice Spice is still trying to work their way through. Atlas is just trying to run right in. The trade is there, but that's going to favor the Night Logic each time, and it is going to be a delayed 3. Charlotte has to make something count here, but they're going to go down by themselves. Atlas gets a pick, but they're going to go down on their own. The Frozen Pro is just trying to play heroics, just ain't gonna do much. It is gonna be a 1-1 tie coming up here soon. Peony's not gonna be anywhere close to the power clams right there. What a response from the Night Logic. Got a little dicey at the end, to say the least, but Night Logic clamped down. We got a 1-1 tie to see which team gets their first set dub for Low Ink.
Yeah, and honestly, I want to shout out from the very beginning of the game, the Night Logic, they did not fold. We saw, I mentioned in the beginning of the game, when I believe it was the Doolies and one other from the side of Trailing Dreams, when they both dropped, shout out Night Logic, they did not fold. Yes, they did go 1 down, but they managed to go 3-2, and they just never looked back. They kept up the pressure. They shut down Atlas, which was very, very big for them. They made sure that Atlas could not move. They made sure that the rest of the members of Trailing Dreams could not follow up by kind of separating them, especially. That did help out. That is what led them to that win. They kept up the pressure. They got 2 wipeouts on on Trailing Dreams plat. Very, very helpful there. So just great gameplay, I will say. Just they played well. I don't know what to say.
I mean, you broke it down very succinctly and very well. There is just Night Logic is not bending down and able to get those key finds there against Trailing Dreams, and this is kind of a very interestingly tense game three sub that we're gonna have here. I'm gonna keep illustrating here. Both teams still looking for their first set dub of this particular lowing to here too. Maybe this game two could mean a lot of stuff for them, but what we've seen so far, their topic is Night Logic has great start, and it probably took a few rough plays that kind of just swung the tides here. Night Logic able to clamp things down in that Clam Blitz map, really starting to show. So, I mean, this is a pivotal game for you, honestly, for just any chance to make it to day two alpha or beta in this case. And Mako Mart Zones being the map of choice. I mean, at this point, this is almost a staple of most of zones at this point. So now both teams, now it's a battle of your fundamentals. How do you play against each other? And really, for the Trailing Dreams topic, the ultimate question for them is how they're going to be able to respond, especially with the way that game two played out for them.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this map, right? Zones Mako. This is kind of even for both teams. Like you have Silver one shot. Not the best. It's a good shot. What? Good shot map. You have Earth with that splashdown to kind of cover the ledges, and then on side of Bravo team, do I even gotta say, Mr. Carbon with despite being named Carbon, not playing Carbon, playing S-Blast. That's helpful for them. You have Atlas with the dualies, very aggressive player to make use of the alleyways. So I'm excited to see what these teams bring out. Both these teams are ready and raring to go, looking for that first set win. From the side of the Night Logic, sticking with what they have, they like what they see. From the other side, Ice Spice, interestingly, going over to the 52 gal. You know what? I'm not a hater. And Peony going to the heavy edit instead of pencil. I think that's very helpful for playing that more aggressive play style that you have to counter with Night Logic.
I think you're exactly on the ball there, because Pencil will want to play for paint and to just farm coolers. But by switching over to that heavy edit, you got a little bit more aggression you can work with. You can now move forward and play with the rest of your team. There to provide the coolers and the support that they need. But right now the problem is there's so many members that have dropped here from Trailing Dreams. Night Logic just decide to wake up here in Mako Mart zones and immediately get a few members on the board. There is going to be the trade, but there's only a few members pretty much alive. Silver's dropped on yet another trade on the board. Two on both ends, and it's Ice Spice and Charbon that is basically alive right now for Trailing Dreams. Night Logic but has the halfway marker here topic, and they're still continuing strong. They got the cooler out, maybe looking for that emphatic dub, but this Bomb might have other ideas if placed correctly. It is going to be thrown on that left-hand side of the map. It does not get neutral, and Toppin, this is huge right now for the Night Logic.
Yeah, just look at these staggers going down for Night Logic, just getting those Atlas trying to run in, able to get one, but they're gonna get cornered and collapsed on. Replies at the ready are gonna pop it, are going to neutralize it, but they're gonna go down. Peony getting one, Silver is gonna go down as well, but Peony's kill there not gonna do a whole lot to change the course of fate, and Night Logic putting a very, very strong stamp on round number 3. No, on game 3, round 3 for their first set win of Low Link. And wow, what a game, and what a way to kind of build back some of that momentum. Yes, you did go down 0-2, but after that win, I know the whole team's feeling great after that.
That whole team has to be feeling fantastic, especially with it really kind of leads credence to the fact that, okay, maybe the game one, it took one bad rough play and then they just couldn't recover, and then they just woke up in that second game. And Trailing Dreams, what was presumed to be, they could have found the response that they needed, but it just took too much time to materialize on both fronts. The Wheel Bomb not getting the cap was unfortunate. Triple splash from Earth kind of just snuck it and got the dub. I think the substitution, with Earth coming in from game 2, kind of just changed the entire complexion of this game, of that set. And it showed in spades. Night Logic 1-2, Trailing Dreams 0-3 here, Topic. So that is your first 3 rounds. Topic, we're not going to be here for much longer, though, because we got a new set of commentators. And by the way, you want to stick around for these set of commentators, by the way, because it's going to be awesome to watch. And I think you want to be ready for it. But Topic, it was great working with you, by the way, for today. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me, well, mainly on Blue Sky at Topical 2. That's where I post about where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. Speaking of where I'm going to be, I'm going to give a little quick shout out to Don't Flounder at the Function on January 17th in Cary, North Carolina. I will be there. If you're going to be there, please say hello. Find me over on Discord at topic_2. And that's about it for me. Kyon, what about you?
You can find me probably trying to stay warm in this very frozen negative 17 degrees Celsius weather here. But otherwise, you guys can find me Kion2570, Twitch and Blue Sky, of course. Twitch for all the variety streaming stuff as well. I mentioned before, you guys definitely want to stick around because the elite duo of Hoenn and Kraken will provide you all of the fun commentary coming up for your second half of Low Ink. Guys, don't go anywhere. You're watching Low Ink, the last edition of 2025, the December 2025 edition, if you will. We'll be right back in just a few quick moments.
Yep. See y'all next year.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Lowing Podcast. I am Kraken Mare, joined by Hoenn Hero. Ha, just kidding. I'm Hoenn Hero, joined by Kraken. How y'all doing tonight?
Are you talking about? Oh wait, am I Kraken Mare?
Who knows?
I don't remember this happening. When did this happen?
I don't know. It's too hot outside. Where's my snow?
There is no such thing as snow. It's a myth. What are you talking about? It doesn't exist.
I'm looking outside. It's too hot out there. There's iguanas and not frozen water. Alligators.
Just
Anywho,
remember, when you leave the house, you have to feed the alligators or they'll try to eat your legs, okay? Very important Florida survival tactic.
anyways, I'm sorry everybody watching. There's Splatoon happening, and then there's gonna be us. That
Unfortunately, there's a little problem. They put us on the mic. That's a bad idea because half the time we won't talk about the game. So you've been warned.
yeah. Shout outs to these team though, Reignfall and XName. Thanks for dealing with us when you watch this VOD back. Till then, enjoy your match though. Ah.
I hope they're not listening to us. They'll be laughing too much and won't be able to pay attention to what they're doing, and then we'll see it and we'll make more jokes about it.
That's why I say when they watch the VOD back, because you know what, a good team, they watch the VOD back and say, hey, you know what, I was on stream. Let's see what kind of comments the commentary had, and then they're gonna be like, oh, these.
Well, all I know is they're all using the question mark weapons. The best weapon.
Great weapon, by the way.
The worst weapon too.
It's crazy. It's crazy how meta question marks are, Hoenn.
I know, right?
I mean, we see it in big run. They even do that in salmon. It's crazy. Like every mode has the question marks. Just look at the RNG we got. Pretty common RNG.
Wait, we're not streaming salmon run. I thought this was a salmon run tournament.
Where's the fish? Woo!
Well, it's probably in the water around the stage. They just gotta go fishing.
Yeah, it's a little bit cold in that water though. It's a little icy. You know, I said I was waiting for the snow. We got the snow and the ice there. And a lot, crazy that you bring a washing machine though on to shoot.
Well, if you fall in the water and your clothes get wet and it's too cold because of that, right? You gotta wash it. Wash it to clean it and then dry it. I'm sure it's a 2-in-1 washer dryer.
Hoenn, I didn't think of that. Buddy. And we got a pencil here to write down, things you need to, because this is like a research ship, or I think oil. I can't remember which one this is anymore. And the lore of the map.
It's research, I'm pretty sure.
So you gotta get the pencils to write some stuff down. That was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, that's why everyone's using pencil on this map. They're doing research. It has nothing to do with how good pencil is as a weapon. Who would use pencil as a weapon anyways, right? What are you gonna do? Stab a vampire or something?
Didn't know that pencils were made of garlic, Hoenn.
Isn't vampire one of the vampire's weaknesses getting stabbed by a pointy piece of wood?
Well, usually it has to be. It's like a cross, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure one of the stereotypical vampire. Yeah, wooden stake. Yeah.
Wooden stake. I'm sorry. I'm bad. My bad. I don't know my vampire lore. I may have grew up in the era of Twilight, but I didn't pay attention to it. My bad.
I didn't.
I was the werewolf guy anyways. Was it Jacob? I actually don't know. Bullshit.
Well, are we getting into Kraken's love life now?
My love.
Maybe that's not the best topic.
They called me a furry, and then Jacob's the one. They're the two that did it. God. I mean, you were the one on a team called Twilight Angler.
Okay, that team has nothing to do with that story. The logo was an anglerfish. Come on.
Just because you're hiding your desires, Hoenn.
Oh my
for was Edward and Jacob?
I have no clue.
You think I would know this if I'm gonna make the joke, but I have absolutely no clue.
I think we're both shitposting about what was it, a book or a movie? I don't know. Yeah, a franchise that we have no clue about. And I don't even remember how we got to this topic, but that's pretty normal for what we're streaming, to be fair. All of this is impromptu, by the way. We didn't plan anything.
Oh, you're putting doubt on this. Edward's the vampire, Jacob's the werewolf. I'm sorry, I had to Google it. So assuming that Google isn't lying to me, there's like a 50% chance these days.
So you Googled it. Does that mean Google's going to start giving you videos on that franchise constantly?
I'm about to get the
Curse of the algorithm.
werewolf in my in my video. This is how
Hey,
to
look,
become
the
a
match
furry
is
one.
almost over.
Shoutouts to these teams. They've both made it roughly to the second checkpoint. I mean, this way this map works, right? You go very quickly after checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, and then can you break checkpoint 2 is kind of the question. And right now, hey, there's a shot here to break checkpoint 2, Owen. Can they do it? All three members of the team alive are there. They're popping off.
They do get past the checkpoint. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm enjoying watching them in the background. We should post at least, but it really does look like I don't really remember which team is which.
The one has an X in their name, Hoenn. And the X name is gonna win. Literally, that's the name, by the way. It's not not forgetting their name. Like, yeah, the X name. I don't know. No, their name is X name.
I'm very good at this.
Oh, yes, we're the best, Hoenn, in the business, right? This is why they bring us on as a last resort.
Yeah, it's the last resort. It's only when you need the highest quality commentary that you bring us on. And by highest quality commentary, I mean 9 whole grains would look at us in the most disappointed manner possible. This is why we don't work for Nintendo.
What the Hoenn Hero and Kraken Mare are doing on the mic, kind of thing. In Arlington, Texas.
But we're not in Texas.
You're right. We're in Barnacle and Dime, Hoenn. We're at the mall. Woo! Play the Coconut Mall theme, baby.
Listen, I expect at least one of these players to get a car and start doing donuts around the middle of the map. I mean, think about it. It's a good strategy. If you start doing that, you run over the opposition and they can't take the zone, right? So, there you go. Like, I don't know why nobody's thought of this strategy yet before. All you got to do is Coconut Mall it and you'll win this map. Like, it's so simple.
Changes the meaning of splat, Hoenn, quite a bit. Oh, a speed bump. Splat. Oh, that's another speed bump.
I mean, hey, it's not murder if they respawn.
That's my case to the judge after what happened in the school zone.
Oh my god.
They apparently gonna have a DC, so I think we're gonna have to reset this one according to looks like the member of XName. One of their members are DC, so they're gonna have a little bit of a quick cancel. We get to look at the map for a moment, folks. Let's look at this great map. It is very, very map. And we lost one on each side.
Double DC. Oh no, we gotta play 3-on-3. Come on.
3. Yeah,
3v3.
I think we play this out.
They didn't bring the car. The car must have DC. The car must have DC. That's the issue. No.
Both teams. It was just too powerful. It got Nogami decided to ban both of them right off rip here.
Is Nogami saying we can't use a car on this stage? We can't have Coconut Mall? Are we actually gonna have to play this normally? You gotta be kidding me. Come on. That's ridiculous. Oh.
Hey, well, everybody got in quickly, and that's the best part. You know what? Shout out to both teams. If we're gonna have DCs, things happen. You know, it's Splatoon.
I mean, at least they're resetting fast, yeah. Like, as a TO, I do appreciate that, right? Stuff happens, you know, but not delaying stuff, not pittering around, just getting things going as quickly as possible is very, very helpful to us because we don't have to get on your case and make the unfortunate choice where we have to coin flip your match because you're 20 minutes late or something. And then they get on our case and helped us saying, but we played the third game, yeah, but I canceled it 2 minutes into the game because y'all were 10 minutes over the deadline and was already trying to be nice. Please don't make me do that. Not fun.
Well, I would say we'd have Brush do it, but Brush is sleeping at the wheel. That's all I'm saying. We were trying to ask for a match earlier. Calling you out, Brush. Love you, Brush.
It is true that Coconut Mall doesn't place you in the middle of a large lake in the middle of a mall, Twitch chat. But what if it did?
I mean,
See,
hey.
we can make this Coconut Mall. Why can't we have 2 Coconut Malls? Why can't this be Coconut Mall 2? Also known as Barnacle Dive.
It's just Baby Park, but in the middle of the mall now. In the middle
Yeah,
of the
exactly!
lake. Yeah, just a tiny little map. I like Baby Park. It goes oval. Anyway, speaking of ovals, there's big ovals on the screen of a splashdown, and almost got 2, honestly. Just around the corner. Save folks stayed alive. Good position here by Reignfall. Or sorry,
XName coming in through the back.
I'm
XName coming in the back. Pretty good there, and also to take the zone. Speaking of random other topics that aren't Splatoon related, have you played Mario Kart World?
I don't have a Switch 2, Holland. I didn't even get to touch a Switch 2. The Riptide TO didn't get to touch a Switch 2 until Riptide itself, so that's all I'm going to say. I touched it like once, and it was Devin's. Shout out Devin. We love Devin.
Well, were you all using that as part of the stream equipment, or is it testing it?
Yeah,
for
they
the
have
future?
one for the stream for the stream, which is interesting.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Oh wow, that's a play there. XName is gonna like they got a penalty kill off here, but this is a isn't XName in blue? Or am
No, Reignfall's in blue, but they
Okay,
don't have an X in front of their name. Like that, they have team tags. Shout out team tags, something that my team hasn't done, even though we've been alive for 4 years.
We should do that.
We only did it like 1 or 2 lands that I was not a part of. Yeah, let's go TZS.
Listen, my sense of direction is very good, as you know, from us playing Minecraft. And that is now apparently applying to my sense of the ability to tell which team is which. So, I think considering the Splatoon community says that I'm the equivalent of someone from the Stone Age, it probably just means I'm getting old or something. It would line up with the Splatoon community's interpretation of myself.
Hold on, if you're above the age of like 21, you're old in the Splatoon community. Like actually, you're older than average. Last report, I think the average age was 20 exactly, or something like that.
We're old,
so,
Kraken.
So we're
but
all
we do
old.
get game 3.
Ah.
We do get game 3 though. Game 3 is always good.
More time to cause problems and wait for them to never let me come back on the mic. I'm excited.
Crap. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Also, while we're waiting for the next match, which is going to be on Museum, interesting map, but honestly, I'm going to tangent. I know, like, when you're doing a stream, right, you sit down and you talk about stuff, but I feel like, as a community, we have said literally everything we can about every map mode combination that exists. I don't think there's much more to say about Rainmaker on Museum or anything else.
I got one, Hoenn. Hoenn, pick me. Hoenn, pick me.
Okay. Kraken, what do you have to say?
It's bad. Yes! Something new. Just kidding. Other people have said it for me.
Like, how is that unique, Kraken? Like, it would be more unique if you said something like it's the best place to eat mayonnaise or whatever. Something completely random.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
I don't know. Let's ask Twitch chat.
Actually, you know what? Is mayonnaise an artwork? That's the better thing. Because we're at the museum. There we go, Hoenn. We decided to relate our shenanigans back to the actual game. That's crazy, Hoenn. We did it. We're the best commentators. All right. Good night, everybody. Hoenn, okay. We actually went silent. I was like, oh. Oh, hey, the draft is done, Hoenn.
Yep. I was actually going to talk about that, but I had to open a very important poll on Twitch.
Oh, yeah. We get to, Is
mayonnaise an artwork?
Yes. You gotta put it on,
None of y'all... Okay, one person has the right answer. One person
Whoever that is, you get a million invisible dollars.
And non-existent dollars that aren't legal tender.
No, it's an instrument. You know what? Base take. But you know what?
Well,
Instruments
to be
make
fair,
art.
instruments make art. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So in a way, it's art, right?
Mayonnaise is an instrument, and therefore mayonnaise is art.
Oh boy! Hey, game 3, everybody! This is pretty cool. And early on, crabs are feasting. Mr. Krabs on his own kind. Since we've kind of keeping on the SpongeBob theme here, let's talk about some conspiracy theories about SpongeBob.
Oh my god! What in the world?
You've never heard of that one? That the theory is that Krabby Patties are made with actual crab.
No, I actually have not heard that theory. I don't think I've ever gone down the SpongeBob conspiracy rabbit hole.
Oh, and I never really was able to watch SpongeBob, and other than a few times, and I've heard of that conspiracy. Come on, Hoenn, you're banned. I think we vote to kick him off commentary. Can we get a replacement commentator from the audience?
You really want to replace me? You really want to replace me and then your shit poster and make this entire stream not as funny?
Hey, what? You say the audience can't be funny? I think they'd be funny. I like them.
Alright, 3 people said mayonnaise is an artwork, 8 people said no.
Now, you know what? At least they gave their honest opinion, and you know what? That's what I respect, is when people are honest. The 3 people that gave the right answer, though, we like you slightly more.
It's that.
Anyways, good job here by Reignfall, getting the first checkpoint. Slider, I was hoping they get Slider here on the Rainmaker pop, because that would have been huge. I think they would have got 1 or 2 on that if they would have timed that up right. Not gonna happen
Reignfall
this time.
does break that checkpoint.
Yeah, that's saying that would have been huge, because it was on the pedestal and there was a bunch around it. They would have probably got a bunch more points. Maybe even...
Unfortunately not, but now it's XName's turn to actually try to score some points 2 minutes into the game. We'll have to see how this goes. I don't know.
I don't know how the game's gonna go. Who knows? He's got 2.5 remaining, roughly.
I mean, someone's gonna win eventually.
I mean, by the game... Ooh, let's go! That's a great play by Reignfall. This is gonna be a lot of points on the board. Look at that, down to under 20. 15 remaining, Hoenn. Game 3, this is what you want. And Catboy is shredding everybody over here on the heavy, able to get another 2 picks and kind of keep the Rainmaker out of position from putting any points on the board for XName.
Well, XName's hiding it all up in this Rainmaker free zone now. Presumably just, I mean, they really gotta move it, otherwise, where's it gonna end up? No, that's a valid place. Okay. They dropped it just in time to actually keep it down there. I mean, it would just go back to middle, I'm pretty sure, if they left it in the Rainmaker free zone, to be fair.
Yes, it would reset, so.
Wait,
Hoenn does know this game. We'll find out, actually, we'll talk about it a little bit more since we mentioned the Draft League and we appreciate them rating. We were gonna talk about it eventually. This will be a good time, but after this game, because this is pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll let this game finish up and then we'll talk draft. But yeah, that's definitely a big topic now that it's done. Kraken can give his professional opinion about which teams drafted well and which didn't. And we actually already have a trade in progress in the Draft League, which are trades even allowed? I know at least one TO for that event's in chat. Can people do trades?
I mean, I would guess if both teams, you know, it's just like real trades in sports. You know, if both teams consent to the trade, I don't see a reason that it would be, you know. And
I mean, I
think
it's legal. The only thing I could think of is if you're trying to trade like a skill 1 for a skill 4 or something, right? And even if both sides agree with it, that kind of screws up the whole tournament. Well, but if it's like trading a 2 for a 2 or something, then that's fine. You know, at least in my opinion. I'm not the TO for those events. I'm TO for this technically, but
I'm just saying, Hoenn. That's where like the commissioner would come in another one. If like, you know, the NHL, hey, they try to trade the best of the best players for a bag of peanuts.
Trade Sidney Crosby for a bag of peanuts,
don't you dare mention Sidney Crosby in a bad trade like that.
I'm saying the commissioner would prevent it. That's a
Kraken
good
offended by the thought of losing Sidney Crosby, okay? I know he's getting old, and you don't have to make me think about the fact that we're only going to have him for a couple more years and he's going to retire and the Penguins are going to be bad.
I mean,
I'm
to
sorry.
be fair, didn't y'all just literally fleece the Oilers the other day?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say we fleeced the Oilers, but we definitely won the trade.
Yeah, that was a really good trade for y'all.
Good Rainmaker stalling by Reignfall, because I mean it's definitely a vulnerable position to kill the Rainmaker, but they didn't even with XName wasn't even able to kill the Rainmaker there. So good job by Reignfall defending that stall on Museum, and overall a fantastic push getting it down to 15 remaining. So shoutouts to Reignfall on the win. XName, good games overall, especially winning that game 1. But you know what? It's only Swiss round 4. Go win the other 2, and yeah.
Yeah, I think
Looks like
this
trades
is
are allowed,
overall
by the way.
very okay. Cool. All I say is on my team, I hope if anyone on my team's involved, I'm hoping I'm aware of it before it actually is requested, because it would be kind of weird to just be practicing with my teammates, which I do know my team for the person who asked in chat. I'm in the event. Kraken is not in the event, so he's
I'm
not
in
on the team.
standby.
But I do know my team. I'm just like I like my team. I'm with Hammy, Avril, and Carney, I believe. Their Discord name is completely different. It's For Justice and Balance. I see them in DMs. I'm gonna make a group chat later, but
With
yeah. I look at my team and I go, yeah, this is nice. I haven't really talked to any of them before, but it's a good opportunity to meet some new people, and get to know them and all that. Maybe one of them's in chat and will yell at me.
As someone who's played with Hammy's the worst, by the way. They say Canadians are nice. This one's the worst. I'm just kidding. I love Hammy. But
Hey, Kraken, I'm going to add that to the list of things to slap you with a new rolled up newspaper with when I eventually come up to Riptide.
yeah, that's
So
fair.
when y'all see me whack Kraken over the head with a newspaper, just know that he approved of it. And it's because he said something stupid.
I think Hoenn. I think Hoenn's Captain Hammy. By the way, you should just trade Hoenn for the shits and giggles. Just hey, so I want to trade Hoenn. Somebody trade me. That's what captains can do. I mean, that's what the front office does in sports sometimes. They're just like, oh, you got traded, lol. Which is like super disrespectful, but just do it anyway. So it'd be funny.
Exactly.
I
mean, to be fair, from what I've seen in like actual sports, there's been a couple times where the person being traded was not aware of it until after the fact. Namely, I don't remember what team they were on before, but they were doing an autograph signing event, and one of the fans came up to them and said, "How do you feel about being traded to this team?" And they're like, "What?" And they look it up and they find out they've been traded through public news.
Yeah, it's always funny when I don't say it's funny, but it's funny in terms of like the reactions. It's not funny for those people because imagine you have to move your whole life, your kids, your family, everybody.
I'll give that guy props for finishing the autograph session before moving to deal with all that, because I'm sure there's a billion things going through his head at that point. Like, okay, I gotta move across the country, or at best to a nearby city. I don't. Again, I know where he ended up. He ended up in Washington D.C. for the Capitals, but I don't know what team he was on before. So anywhere from different country to not. Either way, I'm sure it was a stressful mess. Thankfully, none of the trades here in R4R is going to involve.
There's a lot of trade requests. They're getting higher, Hoenn. They're getting bigger. They're multiplying.
Oh,
that's crazy. Because we are getting near our next set, so let's talk a little bit about R4R if you don't know what it is. Raise for Races. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I might be wrong. Anyways, super cool. It's a charity event they're doing. And it's a draft league with like a bunch of organizers, so it's a bunch of faces you'll know from the front end. So if you like do with TOs, production folk, and just anybody in the community that does different organizational stuff. So they're all drafted. They're put in different tiers, and now they just did the draft today. It's next week. It's next Saturday. I think it's on UP Splatoon, I think is the stream for that. Yeah.
No, the stream for the actual event is IPL.
Oh, it is IPL. I wasn't sure if you guys had it or if the draft was just on UP. If you guys want to go back and watch it after this, by the way, in like when this ends in like an hour and a half, then you guys can go watch it. If you leave now, I'm gonna cry. Though some of you may want that, so maybe I shouldn't have offered that. But anyways. It's a charity event happening next weekend here on IPL Splatoon. Heck yeah! Woo! Watch it.
Definitely. I mean, it should be a lot of fun, right? Like from my perspective as a player, like the charity part's really good and important. But for me as a player, I'm obviously playing for the cause, but it's also playing to actually go and have some fun, right? I don't know about you all, but a lot of TOs, we don't play the game very often, so don't expect too much from us. But events like these, they allow us to have some fun and remind us why we're sitting behind help desk dealing with some of y'all.
For reference here, I am on standby. I wasn't able to get in on time because like a lot of you players sign up last minute. In my case, I signed up so late that I'm on standby, and I wasn't sure if I could make it. It's the weekend before Christmas, so things happen. With that, Hoenn got you. What you said? Your team is Hammy, Carney, and who's the other? Avril.
Yeah.
So you guys have that team, and there's like 32 teams, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool that they have that many people that are involved, which I think is absolutely awesome. Shout out! Sorry, there's 38 teams. 38 teams involved, which is super cool. And then there's people like me on standby. I just didn't want to be drafted. Historically, in the U.S., I would be the first one to be picked.
Oh my!
In a bad way. I'm just saying. Last time I was drafted in the U.S., I was picked first. So, for those that know your history, enjoy a little tidbit. For those that don't know your history, okay. Anyway, Scorch Clam Blitz. I like this, Hoenn. I'll draft this map mode.
Boy. Gorge clams. Yeah, this one's pretty fun to watch. They get around the corner and, well, everything usually snowballs from there, assuming they can hold it. But, yeah, I don't know. Everything's been said about all of these maps, except some stupid comments. So, Kraken, what is your stupid comment for this map mode?
My stupid comment is they put our streamer in the match. We get to see our streamer play.
Oh yeah, come on, Inky, let's go!
Woo! Shout out Inkfarer, you are playing the game today, buddy.
I want to see Inky try to get a splat before the match ends. Come on.
Let's go. I'm so
Let's
happy.
go.
Congratulations, Inky, on joining the Bull Sharks, buddy.
I'm glad you finally got on a
Bull
team.
Shark now. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, I think. I'm proud of you, Inky. I know you kind of haven't really played the game as much, so that's super cool. They're putting you here on the spotlight. Pressure's on, buddy. I expect you.
There's a little problem with the stream. I don't see Inky's name on the roster for the Bull Sharks. We gotta fix that.
We have we're gonna put the I think you as a head TO you can give the stamp to this stamp approval, yeah? Can we get the word from you, Hoenn? That he's approved?
I approve.
All right, cool. Because before the game started, everybody, before the game started, this game counts. Winner of this game. Let's go, Inky! Woo! Yes! Go! Yes! Woo! Probably had most paint. We're gonna see the results, by the way. We're gonna see the results. Rare thing to see on streams. Just saying. Let's see this. Who had the most paint? That's the real winner. 10p by
10
Inky.
points. 10 points of paint. He got beat out by the sloshing machine with 12 points of paint, but he beat out everyone else. Oh, man.
Ascension Rising won, though, 22p to 10p. Inky was the only one that scored on their team. Oh, my. Anyways, on to Zone's Robo now, guys. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I'm just receiving word that Inky was kicked from the team. How did that happen? Absolutely ridiculous.
I can't believe Inky. We love you, buddy. Just saying, we appreciate you, what you do here at IPL and outside of IPL, because we've seen some of the cool stuff you've done, honestly. But so we appreciate you on production. We're glad you got to join in on the fun, even if it wasn't by choice.
Does this qualify as? Can Inky add this to his results list on Sendao? Just put in 00 to the match cancel button while playing with Bull Sharks in Low Ink.
01.
Low Ink December 2024 5.
Amazing. That's best. That's gonna be the best result. I think we should get Inky into +1, not just +2 or +3, +1 for that performance.
I mean, I bet if we got shit posted enough with the top level players, we could get them to shit post someone into +1, namely Inky or someone.
Yeah, I think. You know what? We'll have to send him some message, twist some arms on him. We have some contact. Maybe we can get that in. Anyways,
see, corruption solves everything.
We'll just pay off some people. I mean, we'll just ask them nicely. And Ink Fairer just definitely deserves the spot, over some other people. So I think that performance showed it.
I've got bad news. You got to do the rest of the stream yourself. I was just handed ice cream in a spoon.
Ooh, ice cream. What kind of ice cream?
I didn't look. I told him to take it away because I'm commentating, to be serious.
I didn't even have any. That's crazy.
No, legitimately. My brother came in the room. Like, he knows I'm commentating too, so I'm not sure why he did this. But he came in and he handed me this pint of ice cream and put it in the hand in front of me with a spoon. And I shoo him away because I get we're shit posting, but you don't want to listen to me eat. Like, no one wants to do that. Come on.
It would have been funny though. I ain't gonna lie. It would have been funny just hearing you smacking like
come on.
Flavored ice cream. Because Seagull, that's what they're gonna give you is bread flavored ice cream.
I don't think they have bread flavored ice cream at the store. So it was clear.
I don't know. You don't know how your brother can pull some cool stuff out.
Yeah, but the carton was pretty clearly that, and I know for a fact we didn't have any ice cream cartons. So.
They could have just reused it, Hoenn. Come on, reuse, recycle. Shout out to your brother for reusing, recycling, and making bread-flavored ice cream.
Oh my god.
Maybe
okay, fair enough.
French fry flavored. Seagulls do like that too.
Okay. How many of y'all? You know what? We're doing this. Give me a minute. / poll. We're doing another poll.
More polls!
What is the best ice cream flavor? We're going to give them options of...
There's only one correct answer.
French fry...
Actually, there's two correct answers. I'll get you.
You can have up to 5.
Bread flavored. Gotta have bread flavored.
Yeah, bread and French
just
fry.
Anything that Seagull would eat. Just go with that. Seagull, whatever.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah. That's a good one. Peanut butter's probably going to win, because that's by far, like, the actual only real one.
I bet that's actually a thing. I guarantee it's actually a flavor somewhere. I don't think I've actually... Yeah. I've seen, like, ones that have, like, peanut butter cups, but I don't think I've seen actual peanut butter flavor ice.
Oh, there's peanut butter. There's all sorts of stuff. My mom's a big peanut butter enjoyer. I think there's a local company to the northern Ohio area called Tops. They made one called Living Dangerous. Oh my gosh, she's going crazy over that one.
Don't worry. I'll send them.
What the heck?
Well, you can blame Seagull for this line of conversation.
We've talked about this for like 3 minutes, by the way. Half the game is gone. Shoutouts.
You know what the funniest part is?
The Bull Sharks.
I didn't even know he was going to the store today. There's no point to that.
Bro was surprised. Bull Sharks here making a great defense. There was a good opportunity from Ascension Rising, trying to get some points on the board, but the former teammates of Inkfarer are in the lead with a minute 30-ish remaining.
Former teammates of Inkfarer. Yeah, that's beautiful. No. We just gotta go get Bull Sharks and tell them to invite Inky to a script at some point just for the funnies.
Honorary member for real.
Honorary member.
People aren't
Okay, so
liking your
Twitch
ice
chat,
cream flavor,
yeah,
so
Twitch chat thinks we're crazy. Well, you can blame my brother. You can blame the bird.
I mean, you should probably blame me. I threw out the ideas of the name. They were supposed to be bad flavors. That was the joke.
Well, so,
They have us
better.
muted, Hoenn.
All
That's
of these,
honest. That's
all
fair.
of these are gross. Meaning, someone thinks peanut butter ice cream is gross. What do you think about that, Kraken?
I mean, I'm not a peanut butter enjoyer. My mom would be disappointed in that. So, shout out to my mom.
Yeah. But to be fair, if you had to pick between bread flavored ice cream, French fry flavored ice cream, or peanut butter flavored ice cream, what would you actually get? And you have to have
Probably. I feel like if they're not gonna screw up anything, it'd probably be French fry. I feel like that one is.
We
just
start
very
talking about it, and
close
they
to
all vote peanut butter at the last minute. We went from 0 votes to 7 votes in like 10 seconds.
To be fair, that's the only true ice cream flavor there. If for those that have us on mute because they don't want to hear our annoying voices, you know, that's understandable.
I don't blame them at all. So we've been notified that somebody is watching without video, just with sound. I'd like to thank you for being our biggest fan, and also apologize for the fact that you have to listen to us, whoever you are. I figured peanut butter ice cream. It's just something I hadn't seen, right? They don't have it at my store, so yeah.
They have
But,
to.
I'm
You
not-
just haven't looked. They have to, bro.
I mean, it's possible. I've
it's
missed it.
common.
Maybe I'll have
It's
to try it at some
relatively
point, though.
common, my guy. I mean, maybe
It would be even funnier if the ice cream that I was given was peanut butter flavor at this point.
Now, you know what? We gotta answer the question. I think we gotta ask Seagull what flavor it was. Hold on, we gotta.
You getting on Discord?
Yeah. What flavor was the ice cream? We need to know. Is what my message was. Anyways, shout outs Bull Sharks getting the win, by the way. On
The game's over.
to Game 2 Zones Robo.
Alright, Kraken. You know the drill. What's your incredibly bad and stupid take about this map? Because serious ones have been overdone.
Noodles.
Now, I think the map would be better if periodically the giant bowl of noodles on the top of the map tipped over and just dumped everything out on the field, wiping away the ink and eliminating any player touched by the wave of broth.
Oh, it's like the big bucket at like Kalahari. Shout out to Riptide 2026. Go on. I'm just kidding. I don't have a ad read for Riptide.
Sign up eventually. It's taking place at some point in 2026.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. But you know, this stream is not sponsored by Kalahari.
Yet.
Expanding near you. They did actually open their new one, I think. This week.
Well, so someone in here has the nickname, has the splash tag name Mahi Mahi Resort Student. So maybe we can't be sponsored by the Kalahari Resort, but we can be sponsored by the Mahi Mahi Resort.
But it's just a pool. Like they don't have the cool.
They have a hotel building.
But they don't have a cool bucket, Hoenn, and I like cool buckets. Even though I don't ever get to go inside of it as the TO of Riptide, I have not been in the water park of Kalahari since like 2016.
Kraken?
Before Riptide existed.
Kraken, I'm making it a condition that if I go to Riptide, you're going in the pool with me.
Oh, I'm not going in the pool. I got things to do, places to be, like running an event and
Yeah, we're
getting
going
splatted. Like the
we're
Zuka
finding
stop
time, and you're going in the pool, and we're doing stupid shit in the pool.
There is not time.
We're gonna find time.
There is no time. I stay in that room for like 12 hours a day.
Oh, I know.
More than that, actually. But anywho, that's not important. We do it for the love of the players, though. Do it for the love of the players.
No, but we're getting there on Thursday, and we're going swimming on Thursday. That's what we're doing.
I do go there Thursday. I theoretically could. Well, setup day is Thursday, so can't do it Thursday either. Sorry, buddy. Anyways.
No, we're making time. We're doing record speed run setup and doing it correctly too, might I add, because we're not doing a shit job. And I will help you, and then we're going swimming. You don't get a choice.
We're gonna do a shit job anyway, Colin. Come on, have you ever seen our cable management?
I bet we could get Devin to confirm.
Our cable management. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't need to be good because it's only gonna be there for like 2 days or 3 days. So it's like, bang,
So
bang,
welcome to the
last time it's
secret.
even-
Welcome to the secret behind the scenes at Riptide stream. At this point, ask your stupid questions in chat now. You get a really stupid answer and response probably.
Carbon Roller is banned from Riptide 2026. Just calling that out now. As a brush main, I'm not biased. Anyways, speaking of Carbon Roller right now is up, and that's part of the reason. Sorry that they're gonna be banned, because clearly, this Carbon Roller is kind of cooking. They got another pick there, by the way.
Yeah, they're way too strong, Kraken. What are you talking
Yeah, I think
about?
we're
Letting them play? Who lets Carbon Roller into their tournament? Horrible idea.
I mean, you do.
Don't look at me. Look at Popgun. We're gonna blame him for everything.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Popgun's not here to defend himself. I agree. Pick on those that can't stop us. That's totally the right way to go about it.
If you get into the staff EC, okay, Popgun's not in staff EC, so he's not listening. Probably.
Just like Brush earlier because Brush abandoned us, you know? Can't believe Brush abandoned
We were abandoned by Brushstrokes. He's busy making trade requests for R instead of being a low ink head TO. How could he? What the heck, Brush?
You know what? That's a reasonable reason to not be there. Because you know what? Shout out for charity. Charity, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, but like I get being on the draft, but can't you do your trades later?
Oh, and you got to get the most traded. Oh, even DC. Speaking of trading, they traded out nobody for somebody. You know, future considerations moment right here for you NHL fans.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is the unfortunate part here is I don't think that they can't. It's too late to reset that. They got to play it out. Yeah.
Score and time, Owen, both. They definitely don't have.
They're doing what they can. Like props to them. They're doing what they can, and they're getting. There's two. There's two, and here comes the crab. They're gonna go and try to get a third. Hammer out. Splash down. Oh, it's not enough, but the Zuka out too. That is a staggered wipe. They gotta cap this. They do get the cap, and that buys them some time here, but they need to actually get to 20 here if they're gonna win.
They got another pick, though, as well. They still have numbers even. They still have numbers in advantage! Hoenn! If they win this game, I think we declare them.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, this is great for them. Now they gotta hold crab.
Oh, that splashdown is good. They had to kill the splashdown. If they would have splatted that splashdown, I think they would have held the zone and gotten the lead. Oh, that was such a good play too.
They're gonna get locked down now. They're probably not in a good spot here. Yeah, one down.
Yeah, you know
15
what?
seconds. A for effort. A for effort. Like that was good effort given you're a man down.
It's E for effort, Owen. Come on.
Owen,
you have to go back to school for spelling.
I cannot believe this man.
You know what? What grade level is effort? What grade level? I have no idea what
We got a shout out in
that would
chat.
be.
Someone likes us, Kraken. I'm shocked someone actually likes our commentary.
People like us? Oh, oh my god.
Yeah, man, I'm surprised I didn't go last in the draft. Just like a dodgeball at school. Alright, what are you looking up?
I was trying to figure out what like grade level you'd learn the word effort in. I Google did not help, which is fair. That's a weird thing.
Here's the thing,
to-
right? As we
grade
all know, the answer to all of our questions can be found by ChatGTP because it's never wrong. Totally not.
Inky, can you
Totally
ban
not
Holland?
trying to be
Can
as
you kick Holland?
sarcastic as humanly possible right now.
I don't have perms. If anybody listening can kick Hoenn from the VC, please do so.
Don't I own this server?
No, I remember you own the server, but you still can get moved. Not kicked from the server, kicked from the call. That's why I specified.
That's true.
Because we can't do that. I gave you the server. I think no, you own this one from the start. I own the main one back in the day. That's what it was.
I've collected all
the main
3
one's
books.
staff
I
one.
mean IPL servers of power. Actually, no, I have 4. There's 4. For
Yeah.
the uninitiated, there are 4 different IPL servers we use to operate IPL.
Crazy. And then there's a bunch of group chats all over the place too that are I'm just kidding.
No.
As TO, sometimes you just gotta PM your other head TO real quick for a quick thing. You know,
We have
Doesn't happen
channels for.
they've gotten better about it. But there used to be group chats and stuff. Remember?
Oh yeah, there used to
Yeah.
be them, but then we consolidated everything because it makes shit easier to work with and stuff doesn't get missed.
Yep. Good old days.
And guess who's not an IPL TO. Sorry, most of y'all watching are probably eliminated now. Whoever can guess what the 4 servers are wins an invisible cookie. Actually, hold on. I bet I have an even better.
I already ate the cookie, Hoenn. You're gonna have to offer something else.
You win 75 pounds of brisket according to Nightbot.
That command.
I don't know. I just saw people using it one day, and I looked at it and went, okay.
And it's not 77? Come on, Nightbot. Who ate the other 2 pounds? It was 77 pounds of brisket when I gave it to you. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Me and Nightbot are gonna have a problem.
That sounds bad.
But that's later. We can have the conversation in private.
Well, what if Nightbot
out of
gives you
respect.
77 donuts?
I'm not Homer Simpson.
Says the man who makes fat jokes about himself.
I do all the time. You're right, I would actually eat 77 donuts, but Hoenn, I'm trying to... You're not supposed to say that. You have to call me out like that. It's supposed to just happen. You know, there's
mean, to
other
be fair,
good foods
to
that
be
would
fair-
prefer over donuts, but donuts are really good. I ain't gonna lie.
To be fair, if someone gave both of us 77 donuts, I think we'd both probably sit down and eat a ton of them.
Yeah, we would. We used to it was a thing we used to do at PSU. They have the all-you-can-eat buffets, and you can do a takeout box, or you can just eat there as much as you want. So we would, me and a couple people, we had a class that was a film class. We would go there for our days that we'd watch films, and we'd just get an entire thing of donuts. We'd walk out with like a straight-up dozen donuts. To be fair, we wouldn't eat them all in one sitting. We would usually eat them over a couple days, but we'd walk out with a wad of donuts.
Yes.
So I can't even fully joke that I wouldn't do that.
It's okay, Kraken. We all like donuts.
Donuts. Speaking of donuts, here comes the wiper. Coming in and trying to clear the stacks. I don't think there's any donuts on this map, and that's kind of disappointing.
I mean,
there's
come
like
on, it's
cereal
Macamore. They gotta have
and freezer
donuts
stuff.
somewhere on here. What about off map? I see some produce over.
Oh, I'm sure there is donuts somewhere.
Yeah, Inky's looking off the edge of the map.
There's the balls. We can go hide in the ball thing. That's pretty cool. Anyways, what's really cool is that, never mind. I was going to say something about that player that got splatted, but I won't say anything nice now because you got splatted. I tried to give you a chance in the spotlight. I tried.
Say something
Anyways,
nice. person.
This shot's doing great. Got a nice pick here. They're gonna get dropped on though, and they're gonna die to the whales. Oh no, they didn't. Hey,
Oh, they got out. They got out.
They almost died to the whales when it came and caught them on the landing though. Oh!
Oh!
Let's go double. Get the brush.
Make it a
I hate
triple?
brushes. As a brush.
Or a
as-
brush.
Why do you think I hate brushes?
Kraken, we're not making an I hate myself joke.
I only hate Nouveau brushes. Vanilla brushes, you're cool. Anyways.
What about Octo Brush?
I like those better than Nouveau brushes by very, very, very tiny margins.
I honestly never thought I'd hear the day where you'd say anything positive about an Octo Brush.
Oh no, that's Octolings, not Octo brushes. No, Nouveau brush gets more hate. It's more fun. More fun because I play a brush, you know, to hate on the other version of the brush that I don't play. 0p, by the way. Gotta stay that way.
Kraken just looks at the brush that was handed to him and he says, "This is the worst thing you've ever created, Nintendo. I'm never touching it."
Where's my Splat Bomb Splashdown brush? I just want that back in my life, Hoenn. It's the only thing that'll make me happy.
Unfortunately, that's not happening in this game because they never give the same sub to a weapon on a different kit. So you got Splashdown Killer Whale or Splat Bomb Killer Whale. So if you want Splat Bomb, you play that. If you
Custom
want
kit
Splashdown,
one?
I've heard a lot about custom kits. I get the arguments both ways.
Oh,
I
brush.
think it's just. Oh, brushy
Sorry,
brush.
I got excited. Sorry, I got a little excited. I saw a brush doing
Here.
some stuff. My bad.
We can watch your friend here.
What were you gonna say about custom kits?
I've seen arguments both ways, and my two cents is I'm fine if they do it. I'm fine if they don't. Nice wipe.
That's a triple right there. That was a very nice triple by the Carbon, and that's one way to get your team back into this. And I say your team back into this when they're winning. They're back into this. They're gonna maybe win this game with that play. But it really puts it makes the big thing there is it gives only one chance to the opposing team to win this realistically now. To be fair, it is a BO. It is a play all three, so we already have the winner of the set. However, you know what? Tiebreakers matter. I was gonna get there later, but you can't lose the tower here if you are Ascension Rising. They're doing smart here, juggling it around, but with two members down, Hoenn,
there goes the Carbon, got him. And this is why the Carbon Roller's getting banned.
Woohoo! Sorry, Carbon Roller, you're gonna have to sit out day 2, buddy.
Come on, you can't be that mean. You gotta ban the between months.
Hoenn's coming into your DMs right now to let you know that you are banned. Perfect.
True.
But anyways, Hoenn, you know what? It's a great day.
It
Great
is.
day, Hoenn. It's snowing outside. That's the best part.
I thought you said you were stuck in Florida.
Well, we're clearly we've been calling each other the right names now, so the joke's over. We're a little bit late to the punch now.
You mean you don't want to try alligator soup?
That sounds interesting. I kind of wanna. I thought about it, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? That sounds pretty good."
The gears are turning in Kraken's head. He's learning how great Florida is.
As the fat ass that I am, I'm willing to try a lot of foods.
If there was anything to go by the fact that we've talked about ice cream and donuts in this stream, yeah, donuts. Alligator flavored donuts? Oh, that's what we should have put on the list. We should have added alligator flavored donuts to the list during the previous vote.
Well, wasn't it ice cream? It would have been ice cream flavor.
Ah, that's a good point. We didn't do a donut poll.
Real question is, Hoenn, do you like your donuts with filling or like true donut?
I usually don't do with filling. Like, I don't mind once in a while, but honestly, I usually just prefer actual cake donuts, right? Like, give me
Like
give
actual
me
donuts.
yeah, give me chocolate cake glazed with that clear glaze on it. That's the best. Just
A
a
standard
simple
donut, hey, yeah, that's you can't go wrong with a glazed donut. Never bad. I don't mind. I usually like a little bit of like a frosting on it. You know, even just a basic chocolate frosting on top or something. That'd be crazy. Maybe some sprinkles, because sprinkles are for winners. And if you don't have sprinkles, you're not a winner. So that means that Bull Sharks, by the way, had sprinkles. Shout outs to Bull Sharks for winning last sets. Hey, round 6 is ready, Hoenn.
We're already through 3, or no, not through 2.
We're through 3. Yep, we're done. Wrap it up, Hoenn. Good night, everybody. We'll be back next time. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We're done. Bye.
You got to stay here for the Low Ink podcast a little longer, whether or not you want to.
You're stuck
Best
with
behavior,
us.
everyone. You know what? I'm calling out the chat. They said, or in the
us.
What's up?
You're stuck with us.
At
chat. You can't escape. You're not allowed to close the stream. Instead, you get to watch us vaguely discuss 2'2" bridge versus the evil challenge.
2'2" bridge. Damn, that's a tiny bridge, Hoenn.
It is a very tiny bridge. Why do we need such a small bridge?
It's you know, alligators are flat, so it's for alligators. And so they can go in, you know?
Maybe.
Without having to cross the road. You know, maybe a very, very, very small elephant would go underneath.
So what, like a baby elephant?
I mean, aren't like baby elephants like multiple feet tall? How?
Okay, no, hold on. The team name says 2'2" bridge, but their logo says 18'8" bridge. Which is it? It says 11'8".
11'8". Yeah, that's a classic. The 11'8" bridge. Yeah, what the heck? They say they're 2'2", but come on, at least make a crappy edit on it. You know, like hand draw. By the way, elephants at birth are 3 feet tall, so we can't even have an elephant.
What the heck?
They're big. Elephants are big, Hoenn. Humans only have as small. You have to remember, most animals have babies that can relatively do things pretty quickly. They're larger at birth compared to humans. Are very tiny at birth comparatively
That's
to a lot
true.
of other animals. So you know. So, but yes, in the as I was saying earlier, the match chat, they were saying like be on their best behavior. We're here. We don't have to be on our best behavior. Don't be on your best behavior. Cause trouble. We like trouble. Hoenn, you got an answer to your reply in the chat. Let's see what you...
We made a pickup called 11'8" bridge exactly 1 year ago, so this is the sequel. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay,
yeah, I mean,
fair enough.
This is the sequel. I mean, it just... they're asking if we're okay. We're good. I think we're good. Heck, yeah.
Yeah. We good.
Heck yeah, let's go. We're making
Kraken,
executive decisions even though it's not my decision.
Alright, Kraken, it's time for everyone's favorite game. Give me your stupidest shitpost take about Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track.
This would be a cool map to actually exist. Who wants to be a skater boy?
I mean, I wouldn't mind like actually getting on a bike and just riding around this track. It seems like it'd actually be fun. But no, instead we have to play Splatoon. Like, who even does that? What is this game?
He was a
This isn't
boy. She was a
Minecraft.
girl. How can I make it any more obvious?
my god.
There's going to be multiple Skater Boy references in this. I'm sorry to everyone who has to hear me saying Skater Boy lyrics in the middle of this. Actually, I'm not sorry. You know what? You're tuning in. This is...
This is your own fault for listening to us.
There's a mute button if you don't want to hear me. And you know what? That's understandable. Anyway, there's a bunch of people on the right, and you know what? This Stamper thinks they're super cool, and they're gonna get multiple picks, but they almost did. To be fair to them, but not this time. Oh, that's a bubble behind. That could go. Grab the Rainmaker and run. Well, they went back. That's a wipeout though. Oh, and that's pretty darn good. And we'll see if they can get the checkpoint off the bubble. No, that bubble is still there, by the way. That thing lasted like 20 years. That could have seriously lasted at like third of the match. And there's a second one.
Comes another bubble.
Here comes the bubble. Ready or not.
This is going to be a super rapid match to the point where we could say we paid attention to the game for the whole match, or are we going to drift off into some other stupid content in the next minute?
I already started drifting off the content. You just didn't catch the reference.
That's probably true.
Can we... Rainmaker, I do like me Rainmaker, by the way. I'm excited to see Rainmaker.
Oh yeah, I enjoy watching Rainmaker. I know. I mean, I enjoy Rainmaker as well. I enjoy playing and watching it. I know a lot of people in this community like absolutely hate it, but I know a lot of people like it too. And that makes it one of the interesting points as a TO where you get to sit down. Oh, there's a wipe. But you get to sit down and you're told you get to choose which side to pick. Do you allow Rainmaker or do you ban it? And it's just like, I don't know, man. How about I make no comment so I don't get my head cut off by an angry mob?
I think we throw the Rainmaker haters into the water.
That is a fair statement.
My bias tank, sorry. You're going in the water, buddy. Oh, I thought the shield was gonna get a kill there. I was gonna laugh. Got a lot of damage on one.
That would have been funny.
The shield wins the 1v4 for real. The recycled Brella, by the way, not even like a tent or something.
You can dodge the hammer, but you can't dodge the wellspring.
If you can dodge a recycled Brella shield, you can dodge a dodgeball.
So you're saying I should have brought an umbrella to dodgeball to increase my chances and make me get pick higher than last every single time it's going.
It would have made you better. Actually, yeah.
I don't know if the coach would have allowed that.
Oh, it would have been super illegal, but you know what? It sounds like you needed a handicap anyway, so... Oh, speaking of handicaps, we got a vacuum. And it wasn't enough. Get the pop. Get the pop. Yeah,
is this your way of saying that vacuum is just like an absolute handicap in this game and shouldn't be used?
It's a handicap as in your handicap for the other team.
Wow.
You're helping out the other. Now that was a good vacuum use, and they got the pop, which was the key there. If you're not gonna be able to stop the opponents from killing your teammate, at least get the pop, get the lead off of it. Really well done. Actually, gonna talk about the video game for a second. That was well done.
Honestly, I have to congratulate these teams on actually getting us to pay attention. It's like the first time today.
Hey, we got another raid from Chai Shawls. Froggy! Hi, Froggy!
Hi,
you got
Froggy.
drafted. You're going to the war, buddy.
You're going to the war with me, and we're on opposite sides. I'll have to shoot you, sorry.
Don't go into the Floridian swamps, buddy.
Get eaten by alligators if you come to Florida. Don't come visit. You're on the list of people you're on the enemy list now.
Probably actually not watching. I'm assuming they're wrapping up their stuff. But you know what?
Okay, just someone
love our
clip
local
it so we can send
TOs.
it to them later.
Shout out to them.
You just gotta clip it and send it to them later. I'm solved.
Yeah, I'm lazy. You can do that.
I'm also lazy. are we gonna do? I think we got off track. What's going on? Oh, we're still playing Splatoon.
Hammer time.
Dun, dun.
Stop.
I mean, Hammer Time has.
That is what the
stopped.
4th or 5th song I've referenced in this. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Oh, the left. Oh, Owen!
Oh.
This could go. There's a bubble. Pop the bubble! It was there, Owen! They were there!
Oh my
I
god!
believe-
How?
I believe in life after love.
That's a play.
Anyways, another song reference for you. Well, I'm sad. And at the same time, that somebody named Sad also redeemed the cowboy hat. That was amazing timing.
Be very sad and wear your cowboy hat, Kraken. I think chat's
This is-
confused with us.
Deservingly so.
You mean we're
insane,
supposed
sorry.
to make sense? I didn't know we were supposed to make sense. I thought
Oh, and I
commentating
think that's
was about
illegal.
shitposting instead of saying the same things over and over again.
Hoenn, we're not the U.S. Mint. We cannot make coins. We cannot. Make
Okay,
coins.
so
That's illegal.
we've already talked about this map and how it's Coconut Mall. My question is, so it's not Splat Zone, so you don't drive the car around the middle. What are you doing with the car to help you in Clam Blitz?
Honestly, good question. I mean, I think we just gotta add a ramp and make it like a monster jam. You know, like a monster structure. Vroom up the ramp. They do like spins and stuff. And people go. Big cargo bar.
Well, unfortunately, both teams made the very poor decision of not bringing a car to the match. So,
I mean, in some ways, you know, you could argue that the Brella had a little car there. You know, you could shoot it off in front of your thing.
I mean, I was gonna say, but one of them brought Reef Slider, but none of them actually did.
No reef sliders this time. Double bubble. Double bubble. Actually, there's 3 bubbles on the screen. Uh-oh. There was... Pog champ!
Very
That's
funny.
crazy. Poggers.
Hey, Kraken,
What's up, my friend?
do you want some spaghetti?
No! I don't want any of your spaghetti, bro! Why? Why do you ask this? I'm not Luigi, bro.
So, for everyone's knowledge,
Don't tell him. Don't give him context.
I'm not giving him context. Don't worry. If you want to annoy Kraken, just offer him some spaghetti, right? No, I don't think that's I don't think that qualifies as context because
For reference,
they don't know why
Inky
it
came in and
annoys
said that was context.
I do not think anyone understands why it annoys him. And when he says no, you just say, "Hey, Kraken, do you want some spaghetti?"
Lots of spaghetti.
And you just keep doing it until he tries until you get bored of it, or until he tries to get annoying to block it by offering you his own spaghetti.
I'll trade
That
you
he carries.
spaghetti for spaghetti, Owen. Ooh, nice hammer throw. Just hold
Just
forward.
don't
I
accidentally
believe in you.
Spaghetti.
You know what? I believed in you. I tried.
You believe in me? You just immediately did. I mean, to be fair, they were kind of in a really bad position for that. I didn't think they were going to get very far, personally. Like, good on them for trying, but yeah.
I think
This
if
play, okay.
if they had actually held a little bit more forward, I think they actually would have gotten it. They gave enough time for the other sword to get there, and the rapid could better distance itself. It would have been like the rapid had to hit a direct. Depending on if the rapid wanted to hit their directs or not, really. If they actually stopped that score. Which is the crazy part about that. That would have been a funny little moment.
Krakens, I think we got a compliment in chat, but I'm not sure. We simply do not understand the thinking of these higher beings known as commentators.
The quotations are perfect for that. We are definitely commentators.
6 asterisks after that, each representing a different point for why we're not actually commentators.
Only 6?
No, you're right, 77.
Yeah, that might be too low, to be honest with you. That might not be enough.
Let's just
Oh,
get
good double bubble,
9 whole grains opinion, right? I trust him as a commentator. He can give it. He can tell us if we're commentators.
He can tell us how many points that were how many asterisks are on us. We've broken every commentary rule in the book. Nintendo ain't asking us to help, that's for sure.
Every TO we're gonna put on professional, high-quality event. Me and Kraken looks at each other.
We had a topic in Keone before this, and like 2 awesome commentators, and then you have us.
Very
like,
serious, yes. Very serious, and then we just give the entire Twitch chat whiplash by showing up.
Anyone that's ever watched a stream, like, what is this? Put him away. We can't have this on my good stream. Because these are the good games. Speaking of good shots there by the Brella. And this could be some points, Owen. Uh-oh.
If we were paying attention.
Come on. They did. They got a few points, Owen. They got a few points on the board. Another 3 before they have to get out. 30
Does it really
seconds,
count
Owen.
if I didn't see them, though? Yes, it does count.
I was gonna say, if that's the real answer. If I didn't see that I lost, did I actually lose?
You know what? This is a good philosophical question. We're gonna ask the experts here also in this Twitch chat.
They are the experts. Don't make that sound sarcastic. I think this is game though. Twitch chat, since you're the experts, please tell me. I don't know. This is a video game. Yeah, we have a game. Hoenn, we have a game 3 that actually matters, by the way.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. It's round 6. That's what it's supposed to be. Hoenn doesn't know how the format of Swiss into.
I know how that works. Okay, Twitch chat. You have a poll. If you lose but you don't see it, does it count as a loss? Yes or no? Voting starts now.
That has to
has
go
been
on the
started.
IPL Twitter, by the way, the results of that. You know.
You get Pop Gun's approval or something. I don't know.
Hoenn, you and I are both logged into it. We both could post on it. We can press the override button. Hoenn, we're gonna get yelled at later.
We absolutely are.
No,
So-
no more child picture. No, that sounds weird.
What the hell are you talking about?
Cool, you know we love Popkins.
Kraken and me get called into Pop Gun's office and they look at it and go, "What the hell were you all doing on stream?" Holy crap! We have a game 3.
I'm so good with words, Hoenn. I'm just the best with words. There's not a single person better with words than me.
Hey Kraken, do you want to be my charity team coach? At least until you get on an actual team.
I mean, I can tell you to not do the thing. I won't tell you how to solve the problem, but I'll tell you your problems. How about that? And your first problem is having me around.
6-1. No, it does not count if you couldn't see it.
I screenshot it, Hoenn. Screenshot it. It's gotta go on the socials post. Woo!
Put it in our DMs.
And then you could just say, well, just meet if you just gotta watch for the stream tomorrow. There you go. There's your ending thing for that.
So all you gotta do is the team that gets second place tomorrow, I know you'll probably be disappointed, and that's understandable, but remember, if you just forget it ever happened, if you purge the memory from your mind, then you didn't see it, and therefore it doesn't count, and therefore you won.
Yeah, just don't watch back the VOD. Easy. Yeah. Don't close your eyes when the game ends.
Close your eyes when the game ends, and then you win.
That's how I won Area
This has
Cup
been
today, by the way.
strategy with two people who definitely know what they're talking about.
That's how I won Area Cup today, Hoenn. I played an Area Cup. That's how I won. It was just
Yeah, that is
my eyes
right.
anytime I lost.
Congratulations for winning Area Cup, by the way, Kraken. That's really hard to win.
I didn't even lose a single game because I closed my eyes every time I lost. I didn't see any losses. Didn't happen. I didn't see
What'd
any
you
losers.
actually get? What'd you actually get? Come on. You said it now. You gotta...
we played the video game. That's what I'm gonna go with.
We're gonna go with Kraken doesn't want to talk about it. Okay.
No, we got cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Shoutouts genuinely. Okay, for a serious moment. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm the best, but at least I would say we're okay. And I mean, we get absolutely cooked when we play these JP terms, and it's so good. I like getting cooked. That means you're getting better, right? You have a chance to get better. I love getting cooked. If you get a chance to play JP tournaments, JP scrims, highly recommend it. I do.
Pearl and Marina said, "Don't get cooked. Stay off the hook."
Well, I'm a Cali fan, so whatever Cali says, that's what matters. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair.
Also, Hoenn, this is Splatoon 3, not Splatoon 2. So,
well, they still said thing, and
we should be listening to the new group. I'm sorry.
I bet you skip the news every time you boot the game up.
No, not every time.
At least 77% of the time.
Hoenn, the evil challenge. They might win this set, Hoenn. They might win this set. Hold on, we gotta get serious for a moment. 10 seconds remaining.
Fine.
Booyah coming out. Oh, that pushed him back. That's game. That's over.
Yeah, that's GG's. Unless
They're not
it's
getting
a
his own.
miracle. Yeah, no miracles today. And that is
they
going
couldn't
to
get
be
there.
game and set for the evil challenge.
That was a good booyah, by the way, to end that. That forced every single member of the 2'2" bridge into the corner, which, you know, they're pretty small, so I'm surprised you're able to kind of push them away, right? You think they would just be able to sneak around the little guys, you know? But not this time. What if, I mean, they looked about the same size as everybody else, so what if everybody's like 2'2", Hoenn? Huh? We never thought about that. Inklings don't have bones, so...
So are you saying that everyone is short?
Yeah.
Just calling the entire everyone here in Twitch chat.
What's wrong with that, bro?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Hoenn. Don't you disrespect the kings and queens.
Oh, okay.
Or those non-binary folk.
That's true.
Still top of the royalty. Mwah. Let's go. I don't actually know the term for that, like a non-binary king or queen, actually. I don't know if there is one. Monarch in general? Okay, thanks, Inky. Good point. Yeah. Thanks for that. I couldn't think of one. You know. Anyways, we want to shout out everybody of all of the gender spectrum. They're the best. Gender is my favorite gender. Anywho, Hoenn, we're nearing the end of the day.
They're gonna fire. They're gonna kick us out and fire us or something.
Oh yeah, they're definitely firing me. I don't know. That's gonna happen.
They're probably gonna kick me out of R4R as well because I'm not a TO anymore after getting fired for commentating today.
We'll Everyone's smaller than a baby elephant. Yes, the callback. Shout out to you. You're my favorite in chat. I love the callback. Yes. I'm happy, Owen.
It's a good callback.
That was an awesome callback. Let's look at do we have anything let me hold on. Is there any? I gotta check one thing. It looks like the Bull Sharks are gonna make Alpha Bracket, Hoenn.
Congratulations on making Alpha Bracket on your first tournament, Inky.
Congrats, buddy. Gotta say it's their first low ink going.
No, it's their first low ink now, because I said so. Exactly. If you close your eyes and forget the first time, this is now the first time.
If you close your eyes, does it feel like almost nothing changed at all?
Ohio disappears off the map.
Ohio's
Every
on
single
the map?
time someone sings that, all I can think of is the one meme where it just shows the map of the continental United States. And they say if you close your eyes, you feel like nothing changes at all, while Ohio's fading out and just leaving water. There's just an Ohio-shaped body of water replacing it.
I think of the TZS meme because I made it. Anywho, Inky probably wants to go rest, and we should let them
Probably
rest, 'cause they're cool,
probably
and we
doesn't
like
want to
them.
deal with our bullshit anymore. Yeah.
Inky, step into the spotlight and take a bow for us right now.
You said
I
we
don't
can
know if you guys
imagine in
hear
our
they
head
asked-
good enough.
Shout out to everybody that is listening to our voices. I don't know how. But and shout out to everyone who's played in Low Ink Day 1. To those gonna make it in Day 2, enjoy your Day 2. Hoenn, do we have any final comments? Do you have anything?
Yeah, actually. Hey, Kraken, do you want some spaghetti?
Spaghetti flavored ice cream?
That's probably a good idea. Yes, definitely.
By the way, Seagull never got back to me on what flavor ice cream it was. I just want to say.
We'll find out later.
You have to start the stream tomorrow. Come onto the stream. So that the flavor of ice cream was this. And just dip. What do you
Cat has no damn clue what's going on tomorrow.
So
Then Popgun comes in and goes, "That was something." And then we have actually normal commentary. Actually, you know what? Before we go, I'm starting one more poll. One more very important poll, and y'all can fill it out as we leave.
You have like 30 seconds.
Favorite commentary. Hoenn and Kraken. Anyone but them.
I'm gonna vote anyone but them, by the way. I'm just calling that out now. I'm the first vote. First vote, by the way. I'm gonna screenshot that. I was the first vote. Frame 1, that's what we're getting.
Make sure to vote. Just for the shit posts.
I don't. Hoenn wants to boost their ego. I vote we don't.
No, I think it's funnier. I think it's funnier when there's a mix. Some people think we're insane. Some people think it's funny because then that makes it
We are
fun when we
insane.
every once in a while come in on stream. I mean, I know we're insane. I'm very familiar with that. Listen, we're TOs, Kraken. You have to be insane to run tournaments for this community.
You have any community. It's not just this one. I promise you that, Hoenn. Any tournament makes you just be. You have
but
to be
some
at
of them
least a
get
little
paid.
insane. Anywho,
Oh, it's 50-50.
hold on, I can fix that.
No, you're not getting your alt.
No,
Gosh
you
dang
can
it.
vote for 100 points.
Okay, whatever.
Rig the
Are you
voting.
s- are you
Rig the
spamming it?
voting.
Are you spamming it?
Maybe.
Like, can you get it up to 77?
No, I don't have that many points.
37
people
to
bet-
2.
Some people vote their point or bet their points. I spam mine voting.
Don't gamble too much, kids. We'll see you next week. Or yeah, definitely next week. Totally.
We'll see you tomorrow, Hoenn.
No, yeah, tomorrow is technically next week, depending on how you look at when the week starts. There's a good argument for Sunday being the first day of the week.
You couldn't vote fast enough. Somebody else was spamming. They didn't get in there fast enough. I saw that. You're too slow. Love whoever did that. Good job.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
They tried. I didn't vote 37 times, by the way. Or 40 or 38 times, I think, is what it ends up being.
Oh, it was Moku. Okay, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Inky's giving us the I'm tired of your bullshit signal, so we're gonna get out of here.
We told him 5 minutes ago we're gonna let him leave.
I mean, this is what happens when you put us on the mic. To be fair, we'll go on tangents for hours.
Sorry, Inky, you're staying here till midnight, buddy.
It's probably past midnight for him already, so.
I'm not quite there. Not quite there yet.
Bird time.
Paid overtime. Zero multiplied by 1.5, buddy. Unless they pay you now. Hey, that's pretty cool. I wish that'd be pretty cool. I wish we could pay people.
Anyways, GG's.
GG's, everybody. Good night. Rest up. See you tomorrow, and then see you next month.
We'll see you with some more reasonable and normal commentary.